YouTube, you ready to get spooky? Let's start this game. If you can believe it, Square Enix made it. Oh, god damn you. They wouldn't let me... Okay, so the game started me in this intro without taking me to the menu. So let's just recap real quick. Ah, you're here, welcome. I've been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the storyteller, which is the old, maybe white guy. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going forward. Now then, before we begin our story, there are several things I must bring to your attention. The game uses autosave. We all understand how that works. It's then they introduce the fucking options button, and I could actually go and adjust settings. Next, look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. From here, you can check the text log, view useful files, and switch auto mode on and off. I am immediately drawn to whatever's going on. Okay, you can see my cursor. Whatever's going on right here. Because, that's a little curious, don't we think? You can also adjust the brightness, volume, and other settings in the options menu. For instance, if there is a voice you would prefer not to hear, mine, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0. I don't know if there are voices. You haven't said anything. I suggest you check the brightness, controls, and other settings now before going on. Files updated. I'm on keyboard. Don't give me this shit. Oh no, someone removed the fucking... Unplugged my controller? What? That's crazy. God, you son of a... Why? It's a visual novel. Why would I plug in a controller? Keyboard. Oh my god. Oh, okay, here we go. Confirm is enter, cancels backspace. I could just use the mouse for that. Menu is tab, auto is page up. Alright, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Thank you. Alright. Looks like Bacchus from Yakuza 0. I mean, he does. He's got a mask on, which is not quite Bacchus's thing, but he's got the hair and the trench coat and everything. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. Ah! Use curse is Q. Wait, what? Oh, so it is. That does sound important. Wonder if I can set it to, just like, right click. Huh? No, they won't let me. That's very annoying. Ah, well, so it goes. Anyway. There's one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. It feels strange to go on without knowing your name. Please tell me what I may call you. Ah, well, easy. 10 letters or less. No. Token. I see. Token, is it? Yes. Very good. You have gotten it right this time. Oh, I seem to have gotten it right this time. Now then, allow me to, now that we've all been properly introduced, let's begin our story. Presented by Token. That's me! Yo, they're just gonna turn on my stream? Nothing scarier. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolve, death has become a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Well, not yet. I'm still kicking. Haven't died yet. Despite my attempts. Whether it is one's own or that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. Token stream. This is an immutable reality, a value shared by all, no matter the age in which we live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remain. Ghosts, spirits, and so on. That's just a shitty drawing. What's all this up here? Similarly, in an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born from burning spirit incense and summoning the souls of the dead. Oh, Nathan, you're unbanned. Some of those secret arts are still being passed down to this day. My voice might be shot because, the shocker, I've been voicing Phoenix Wright, and now I need to narrate another visual novel, because of course I do. Might forego doing silly voices for this one, just so I don't lose my voice entirely. This may seem rather abrupt, but... Is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead? What if? What if you had one chance to use that secret art to resurrect the dead? My initial answer is no. Follow-up answer, Robin Williams. He went too soon. Yes, you had the power to bring someone back from life one time and one time only. What would I do? Again, my Randy Savage? Nah, Robin Williams. Randy Savage also gone too soon, but Robin Williams, that man needed healing. Third option, probably one of the founding fathers of America, just so we could be like, hey, assholes, about the guns, can you just, like, please tell people, hey, no, these guns are insane, don't use them? That would be so cool of you if you could do that. Would solve a lot of problems, I think. The whole founding fathers argument, out the window. I'd use it even if I have to sacrifice myself. Well, fuck that. I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice someone. I'd use it if it came at no cost. Well, if it came at no cost, yeah, fuck yeah. Wouldn't want to let someone else have it. That sounds like a lot of responsibility. Fuck that noise. I mean, if it's free, I can't say no. But if it has a cost, then fuck that. There you go. He's not impressed. I see. Very interesting. Yes, that is what I thought you'd say, you stingy fuck. What seems to be the matter? Well, it sounds like you're judging me. You want to know what this box that has been sitting here is? Well, that's a television. I'm not that old. Or not that young, rather. It's quite a curious thing. It's called a color television. Oh, how silly of me. The world I will be sending you to is full of devices such as these that do not exist in the age you're from. Oh. In this era, a color television can be found in nearly every household. That is not all. For example, if a person should wish to contact someone while they are out of their home, knowing you kind of expect you to pick the first option, I'm trying to better myself, dickhead. I wouldn't use it unless I could sacrifice Nathan. They use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. It's not exactly the best picture quality, is it? Can you imagine what life would be like in such a time? No. I have to go to the city to use a phone? Fuck that, it's right here. Idiot. I'd be thrilled to have you continue this story, Token. After all, that is why you came here, no? My wife is making me come here, actually. So let's begin. I've kept you waiting long enough. I present you Paranormasight, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection. A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women. So is that 18 total, or like 9 total made up of men and women? In a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. I mean, fuck if it's free. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strongly about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. Like, jokes aside, it's probably not worth using this thing, right? The first I shall introduce is a man named Shogo Oki. I'm gonna mispronounce the names, I apologize. Is one of them. Person of interest. Oh wow, they give me a lot. Ahem. Unremarkable young man. Oh, hold on. There we go. Unremarkable young man entering his 3rd year and working planning department of Hihaku Soaps, chemical company headquartered in Sumida. Born in Western Tokyo. This no longer applies to me. There we go. Born in Western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of color television, he grew up amidst the boom of special effects, heavy action films, anime, variety shows, professional football, or baseball, and pop music. I feel like you'd have grown around practical effects heavy action films. The special effects are really a thing of like the late 90s and early and today. Late 90s onward. Practical effects was early 90s and back. Special effects weren't really a thing before then. Graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo, since settled into an apolitical mindset. Yo, same. Common amongst those of his generation. Yo, fuck politics in general. Just shut up and let us live without killing each other. That's all I want. With no strong ideals or particular dissatisfaction with the world. Alright, that's not accurate. He's the ancestor of the director in Yakuza 8. He is the director in Yakuza 8 if he was born when color TVs were a thing. Like, becoming a thing, I mean. Because that'd be, what, the 50s? With no strong ideals, no particular dissatisfaction. He is content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance. And it's safe to assume he will follow a stereotypical path, working his way up the ladder, starting a family, or making the same company until retirement. Plays folk guitar as a hobby and is currently looking for a girlfriend. He sounds boring as shit, I'll be honest with you. I don't want to give this guy the power to resurrect someone. It's got to go to someone interesting. I wonder what it could be at such a time. Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Oh. That was a short game. Police have identified the body of Shogo Oki, a 25-year-old man working for a company in the area. Signs of a struggle were found. You hate to see it. The Sumida police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Jesus fuck! Oh! Why did that startle me so much? God almighty. Huh! I do not know why that startled me so bad. Huh! Excuse me. Pay no mind to what you have just seen. I wasn't ready at all. I know this is a horror thing, but I didn't think it would be A, jump scares, or B, that soon. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. Damn it, Bacchus. Yeah. Just pretend you didn't see that. Well, he's dead. Let's turn back time a smidge and start again from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing. True. Fucking cripes. This story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, organizations, legends, etc. that appear in this game have no relation to reality. It's supposed to be a horror-themed visual novel. Correct! And if you were here 30 seconds ago, you saw a jump scare really fucking get me. Squeenix! I'm playing one of their games casually right now. Specifically Final Fantasy VII. Not the remake! So don't ask me questions about that. I'm playing the OG. Shogo, are you alright? It's Yoko. Hey! Can you hear me? Huh? Oh, I can look around. Neat. That's not a proper... Oh, why is it inverted? Ew! I, like, pulled down. That's... Can I... change that immediately? Controls. I can't tell if that's better. Hold on, I pulled down. It hasn't actually changed anything. I pulled down and she moves up. That's what's fucking with me. I pull down and she moves up. We got Isekai? No, I don't know what we has been. That's not a proper answer. Earth to Shogo. Maybe I need like a different background than a woman that's upside down looking at me. What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? It gave me quite the shock. Come on now, up with you. Okay, and... Okay, here we go. I can't move that around. How's it, alright? I feel dizzy, have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Always, baby. I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors, though my head is still a little fuzzy. Now I can't look around. God damn you. God, I kind of... Hold on, what was said? That doesn't sound good. I kind of hate this style, because this is framed and set up so shit could absolutely be going on in the back. This immediately has me on edge. I don't know what makes... You know what makes this different? There's no, like, box for the text. The background is kind of integrated with the characters. The background is there, meant to draw my eye. I'm, like, looking for things. I'm immediately unsettled by this. MC is meant to be out cold. He's not the MC. This is one of those games that has a bunch of different protagonists, and you can change their perspectives of who you're following. This is just the first one. Yeah, I think I passed on a bench or something. Turn your head and walk around a bit to see if you can walk all right. When the game is in your control, drag the screen or move the stick to look around. Try looking at your surroundings. All right, so... Okay, yeah, that feels good. God, yeah, this I hate. I hate this. Oh, God, I can do a 360 cam. Are you serious? That's so not gonna be good for me. You fucking... Stop doing that! God! I hate this. I hate this so much. Fucking back the fuck up, lady. We're the Yakuza 4. No, we're not. Good, you seem to be fine. What a relief. Yeah, I'm relieved. Do you remember anything like why we're here or what we're doing? No. Freaking me out, apparently. Can I up the sensitivity a little bit on it? Actually, it felt a little slow. Sensitivity. Game? Text speed, brightness. Video? No. By the way, I play in 1280 by 720 so that I can have it on screen. And my chat right here. Nice and clean. Doesn't matter how it looks on stream. The point is, I do it so I can have multiple things on my screen at once, and it's not just entirely the game. Anyway. Fuck. Akiyama would lighten the mood. Anything would lighten the mood. Ha! You look so confused. You're messing with me, right? Stop it. You're scaring me. I calmed it. What? Look around. Didn't we? What? Oh, I see. I can look around and highlight things. Interesting. The sky! Okay. Checking main story. Yeah, How Long to Beat has it about 12 hours. Given I read everything, though, probably will add some time to it. 4 stream game. Yeah, I suspect about 4. Maybe 5 if I'm real slow. Where are we? This is Sumida City, Tokyo. We're in Kinshibori Park, near Kinchiko Station. Yoko brought me here saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight, which explains why there's no one else around. I don't want to be here. Can we wait till, like, morning, ya bitch? Telephone booths all over town. The lights are always on, so they can be used in an emergency. Well, that's good. Is that just, like... I'll check the next one. Is the file just, you know... normal shit? Oh, playground. Interesting. Interesting looking playground. I bet it's crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night. That didn't update anything. Okay, so what? Files. Oh, wow. Yeah, no. 10 yen per 3 minutes. I'm not going to read all of these, but... The sad part is I might have to. And, well, there you go. That's that district of Tokyo. Name uses character for ink rather than that for corner. Interesting. Major landmarks. Temple, gardens. Kira Kozukenosuke. Once again, I apologize for my pronunciations. Residence. Sumida Park, Metropolitan Memorial Hall, and more gardens. The Yasuda Gardens and the Mukojima. It's a weird-looking attraction for a playground. What? The little monkey bars thing, or the thing on legs? That's not that uncommon, all things considered. Is she gonna be right up in my... Okay, thank you. Jesus. Yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the rite of resurrection, everything would have been over before it started. I don't want to be here with you. You seem like a terrible, terrible person. Just generally speaking. He was dealt with ghosts. Yeah. Oh, I can observe her now. This is Yoko Fukunaga. Good, at least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. Not someone I want to be friends with. The thing with legs looks like a futuristic house. That's in American playgrounds, too. It's just like a, it's kind of just like a raised box. It's a place where kids can, like, climb up and just sort of walk around a bit. That's standard jungle gym affair. If I think harder, I can probably recall a little bit more about what's going on. We only met a few times, but we really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. She's gonna fucking murder you for bringing someone back to life. That's what's gonna happen. This is a fake out. I'm gonna be murdered, and she's gonna resurrect someone because it requires a sacrifice, and she's like, here's some dumbass guy who's got it down bad for me because I'm cute. I have no idea how she feels. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Okay. Sure. God, they really just dump her life story here. Make an educated guess to what it is. Never seen it look like that. That's fair, I guess. I've never seen it look like that. But it is dark, and this is a horror game. They're probably fucking with you by making it a bit odd. After obtaining a junior college degree, housekeeper, ability to see things others can't, strange looks at a young age, ability spurred an interest in the paranormal, Desk job or trading company. Thought she was a housekeeper. Oh, this past tense. I was skeptical of the supernatural and quit within a year. Now working as housekeeper, devouring mystery magazines, visiting haunted spots. She vowed to live her life true to herself and never change for the sake of others. No regrets. She has a dog, a Shiba Inu named Ogopogo. Alright, so she's not all bad. Who's been by her side since she was a student. It's a lot of lore. Oh, yeah. I'll probably read the shit on the people. I'm not going to bother with, like, landmarks and things. Spooky game. Yeah, no fucking kidding. Let me think. What can I remember? Okay, her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met a month ago. What's the deal with this park? It was around noon on one of my days off. I had finished running some errands in Kinshicho, and was here to take a quick break. I was looking around absent-mindedly when a dead body fell from the sky. Down at my feet, up in the sky. I really wanted a dead body to fall from the sky. Oh, when I noticed this girl loitering about. Don't know why you singled her out in particular. She was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. I guess, okay, that is a little weird. She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to animal figures and petting them on their heads. My curiosity got the better of me, and before long I struck up a conversation. Jerry Seinfeld, what's the deal with haunted women? Hey, are you looking for something? Huh? Sorry, I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I can give you a hand. Really? That'd be a huge help, but... Are you really just a good Samaritan, or you're after, something else? Huh? Definitely the other thing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm just being nice. People like you really do exist. I think I might cry. Guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you've gotten yourself into. Admits I'm weird? To a degree, sure. No worries, what are you looking for anyway? Did you lose a bracelet or something? Not exactly, I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Supposedly, the location of the Whispering Canal. Or canal, if you're not an idiot. The what? But I like to slip a little bit of anal into my conversations, if you know what I'm saying, so canal. Ahem! Now I've done it, I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The 7 Mysteries of Hanzhou. Do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Fucking leave me out of it. It's what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities. The north part was Mukujima, and the south part was Hanzhou. Huh. Am I boring you? Yes. Well, I'm not a local or anything, I just work around here. Ah, no wonder you didn't know. Everyone's a little bit weird? Exactly. You too can be weird by subscribing to twitch.tv/Tokenlad. 7 Mysteries of Hanzhou is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Really? Is that a thing in other cultures? Every anime that's like a school is like the X number of mysteries in the school. And like, that's not a thing over here. We don't have the 3 mysteries of Radford Hall or anything like that. It's just like, yeah, I mean, the asylum's haunted up the road, but that's about it. There's none of this X number of mysteries. It's a big thing in Japan. One of them is always there's more stairs going up than coming down or some shit like that, which is just so dumb. No, there aren't. You can count. It's like over 200 years ago. Oh, I got your attention after all. I assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze. I don't blame you. A lot of popular stories going around. Pretty fishy. The anatomy model that comes to life. Oh, yes, that's another one. The anatomy model. I never had those. I might have had a skeleton in a classroom once. I never had the anatomy model. 7 Mysteries of Hanzhou are different because they're all true. Sure. That's what I said. They're the real deal. Hold on. What does that mean? Are you telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this park? Yeah, pretty much. But there's got to be more of it. After all I've done, I still haven't found a thing. That was the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga. Really? I couldn't tell. The way you said, hello, I'm so-and-so. And she said, hello, I'm so-and-so. We exchanged contact information, and we talked on the phone a few times since. We even met in person once or twice. Yeah, it seems like it's cool to meet up with her at past midnight in a park alone. Definitely nothing sus there. She never brought up the 7 Mysteries again. I figured she'd gotten bored of it. Why are Square making a horror game? I think they published it. I don't think they developed it. And they published it because they liked money. Until today, when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. She's gonna hurt us. Oh, yeah. I assume she's here to sacrifice us for some sort of... The game earlier talked about a rebirth ritual. Can't say Georgia shares Japanese fascination with mystery. Certainly not the type you've mentioned. Oh, I'm sure to an extent. There's a romanticized... within Georgian culture, there's some romanticizing about... maybe not supernatural shit, but like mysteries to an extent. Every culture at least appreciates a good mystery. It just sort of depends on the context and to what degree. The mystery of who drove the white Hummer. Squeeze also developed this game. Oh, the shit, they developed this. Wow. Good on them. I appreciate them when they make games that aren't just, you know, their usual staple of shit. Not to say it's bad or anything, but it is their usual staples. Your Final Fantasies and your, well, RPGs in general, I suppose. Until today, when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. Huh? Wait a second. Where'd she go? Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, she's right over there. According to Yoko, Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Hanjo, is around here somewhere. Apparently, the story is the expression left at the canal originally comes from. Yeah, didn't my body wind up dead in a canal, right, in the intro? I bet that's not related. And anyway, I think I should left myself a note about it in my files. Nah, I'm good. Bravely Default. They haven't made one of those in ages, but yeah. Octopath. That's one they've made pretty recently. There's some of that to an extent, but not that the Japanese seem to have. Yeah, no. Japanese love the old spiritual mystery shit. To an extent, USA does as well. Again, I don't think quite to the level Japan or even China does with ancestor spirits and all, but love a good ghost story. There she is. Just look at all the haunted tours and shit in the entire city of New Orleans. She's back to digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. Seems to be enjoying herself, talking to animal figurines and petting their heads. Isn't this... Oh, what if... I'm only thinking this because this is what she was doing the first time we met. What if she's dead and she's going to kill me to bring herself back? Huh? Think about it. Bring back the bouncer? The PS2 launch title? Nah, I think they're good. Do I want to speak with her? She's still at it. Okay, I guess she's still at it. Fucking... I did the telephone booth already. I'm going to turn around. And I don't like it. I'm going to turn around. Something's going to be there. She's going to fucking be all up in my business again. Or stab me when I turn my back. One or the other. Those are the 2 options. I'm going as slowly as I can. I hate this so much. This is... For a horror visual novel, this is a brilliant mechanic, and I absolutely despise it. Because it's very effective. My neighbors upstairs are bumping around as well, so that's, you know, being extremely annoying. Alright, I think we're coming up on her. Here's the phone booth. One last look at the phone booth for posterity. Oh, huh. Do I want to go over to her? Can I? Nope, that just moves the cursor. What the fuck? I don't know what you... Oh, recall. Idiot. She asked me to come here to help her look for one of the 7 mysteries. I think I did some research into the 7 mysteries myself. I can't remember all too well. I should check my files. Oh, okay, they're gonna make me. Oh, these are the 7 mysteries. Sure, okay. Well, let's see what they are. We have the Whispering Canal, which, many fishermen once gathered canal. As the day came to an end, the fishermen gathered up to catch. This terrifying voice would rise from the cow, saying, "Leave it behind." Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move, and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would then be dragged into the canal, never to return. Oh, yay. Strange phenomenon continued to occur, and people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal. Sounds like it's worth avoiding. The Fool's Procession. Mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo at his residence at Hanjo Ushijima, now the high school. When walking around the estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of the performance. He commanded his people to find the source, no matter how much he searched. The music would fade out when one neared the canal. What is it with them in canals? Source of the sound was never located. The story is known as the procession of Tanuki. Many are of the belief it has been mischievous tricksters behind it all. Beckoning light. Walking alone on a road near Honji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern up ahead, despite there being no one around. Follow it and it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear ahead, as if it's guiding the one who sees. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, others believe it's a monster leading them astray. Boy, if we could get some clarity on that, that would be excellent. Some even believe it's a vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. Okay, so 2 out of 3 are bad. The haunting clappers. As the evening bell rings in Irichicho, which is Sumuku Bridge, Night Watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. Nothing wrong with that. But tonight, the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack, the echoes answer. By hard, he searches for the source of the second pair. He never finds them. That doesn't sound that bad. Some say it was the work of a mischievous Tanuki, while others say it's a warning from a spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. Okay. That's not that bad or anything. The Evergreen Beach. Once upon a time in North there, a beautiful beech tree, son of a beech, stood in the garden of Lord Shinden's residence, now known as Yasuda Gardens. It was impressive that the house became known as the beach residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread, the eternally green tree became known as the Evergreen Beech. However, a particular species of tree, it's a type of tree, a beech tree, was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves is nothing out of the ordinary. This has led to people saying the strangest part of the legend is the fact that it didn't become a legend at all. Yeah, that one doesn't sound that interesting. There was once a daimyo from Hirosaki Domain in Tsugaru who built a residence in Midorichio, Michio, on a large piece of land. The estate was almost 8-meter tall tower, served as a lookout for fires. Big on fires as well. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that rested atop the tower in the event of a fire. So if I'm not a firefighter, I can't use the drum even if there's a fire? Well, most towers use wooden blocks sounding the alarm. For some reason, the residence temple will permit to use a drum. The residence of special prisons led to much speculation and gossip among the townsfolk. That doesn't sound that spooky. The Foot Washing Mansion. The story is something that occurred in the dead of night. The residence of foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly, a giant foot drenched in blood smashed through the ceiling. Wash! It claimed. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. Huh. Man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade homes with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. Damn. Dude was just super into feet, I guess. The One-Sided Reed. Oh, no! Remember the happening. You mean the crappening? Once was an infamous rogue by the name of Tomezo, who fell for a woman named Okoma. Tomezo persistently chased after Okoma, attempting to win her heart over and over, but she rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference, Tomezo brought a dagger to, you guessed it, a canal near the bridge and attacked Okoma. He cut the arm and leg off of one side of her body, then threw them into the canal. Ever since, the reeds growing along the canal have sprouted leaves on one side. Grim. And the last one, the ever-burning lantern. A bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along a canal known as South Warigesui. But there is something strange about the cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found. Yet the lantern that hangs stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even if there is no oil or fuel. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there is also the tale of the never-burning lantern. Another telling of this story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. Really seems like they should narrow down which one it is, because those are opposites. Okay, do I recall now? Did some research. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, she's coming back this way. Yep, right up in my face, of course. What was that just now? That was me remembering things. Huh? Did you hear that? Nope. Guess we should go. You're hearing things. I didn't hear shit. No, I don't hear anything. Maybe I did. But your special talent, you should have been able to hear it. What's my talent? My special talent? What are you talking about? I mean, your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor. What? That's not what spirit sense means. I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. Well, you must. Yep. She's dead. You can see me, right? Eh. Well. 1 a.m. Shogo Oki. Kinshibori Park. So I should go, right? Like, I should just leave. Yep, bye. It's gotten late. It's past 1 p.m. Just chill. It's normal. Or so I keep telling myself. I should go. Telephone booths are all over town. I guess I'll recall. Gotten most of my memory back, but I still feel a bit out of it. I don't know how she's so comfortable talking about spirits and paranormal at this time of night. Either she's got guts or she's used to it. Unless, no, it can't be. Wait. You're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now. Kind of sounded like you were saying only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course, that was a joke. Was it, though? You don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you? I mean, that's what an evil spirit would say. But yeah. I meant what I said about your spirit sense being... Is that a dude behind me? Is that a guy just hanging out behind me? I'm gonna let this keep scrolling. See if that guy comes back. Oh, we've conveniently stopped, have we? We've conveniently stopped, have we? I meant what I said about your spirit sense being strong. Bet you could down a whole gimlet in one gulp. Again, that's not what that means. It's the real reason I asked you to help me with the 7 Mysteries business. You want me to get drunk? Okay, let me clarify something. Are you saying you can actually see paranormal stuff? Sure, I can handle a solid Moscow Mule. What is... Spirits the liquor and spirits the dead phenomenon are different things, hon. Why are you measuring it in terms of cocktails? Not believer. Well, that's no matter. But you have seen some weird stuff over the years, right? No, not really. Weird stuff? Yeah, like things you can see but can never understand. Oh! You mean like quantum mechanics. Yeah, no, I've seen that. Can't be serious. Algebra. They want me to turn around, these sons of bitches. I know they do. Yo, what's with the alcohol? Totally unrelated, but do you actually drink real alcohol? Wow, talk about whiplash. I didn't expect you to start making small talk. Well, our conversation was getting a bit dark. I figured change topic might lighten things up. Ah, well, if you really want to know, I like to think I can handle a few drinks. But to tell you the truth, I never actually had a Moscow Mule. Really, no. I mean, they're good. I thought it sounded cool. I would like to try it, though. Why don't we go for a drink sometime? You're asking me out. Now you're just being good Samaritan, right? No, that's not what I meant. Ah, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'd be up for it. These in-game conversations, seeing weird things. I mean, true. But only if we find one of the 7 mysteries. Let's get to work. I'll just have all these conversations, why don't I? I've seen ghost photos in magazines, but are you telling me they really exist? You bet they do, but you can only recognize them if you really believe them, so be careful. Ah, no wonder I've never seen them then. So even with my skill, I won't be able to see them if I doubt they exist. That's right. The spirit world is all about mind and soul. You won't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. Yeah, I don't believe in any of that, so... sometimes people get caught up in the moment thinking they might see something, and then they really do because they believed they would. Is that how that works? Yep, just like drinking. You never know how much booze you can handle unless you're ready to down some shots. I don't think that's true. I'm not sure I'm getting the drinking thing. No, I realized how strange it was as the words left my mouth. Sheesh. Just remembered, I did some research on the mysteries. You did? What'd you find? I discovered a few interesting things. Tell me everything. 7? Are they really called the 7 mysteries? The literature lists 9 of them. I'm surprised I picked up on that. Some people think there could be up to 15, but that's the thing about these old folk tales. Stuff gets added to them over the years. There's more extra stories than our main ones. But yeah, the 7 mysteries rolls off way better than 9 or 15. I suppose 7's got that double syllable going on. What's in a Moscow Mule? Rum and ginger beer, I want to say. If you say so. But it makes sense, don't you think? Ooh, I could go for some ginger beer. Ginger beer is tingly. It's more likely to be passed on if it's easy to remember. That's a good point. Alright, last one. Oh, talk, yeah. Don't know why it's over here now. Yeah. Tell me about the rite of resurrection. We're talking about the rite of resurrection. Memory is strong as your tolerance. I'm gonna start calling you Martini Man Shogo. What the fuck is it with you and booze? I'm really climbing up the drinks menu, huh? So you know about it, the rite of resurrection. A magazine ran a feature on it recently that got practically everyone talking about it. Really? Maybe that's where I heard about it. So I know, it feels a little too far-fetched to be true. So the rite of resurrection. It's the forbidden art of bringing the dead back to life, concocted by the famous Onmyoji of the former age. Ah, forbidden, huh? Should probably focus on that word. Rumor has it an old manuscript containing actual concrete details about the rite was recently discovered. This rumor comes from the presentation given by local historian Hideki Araishi at an academic conference. You should know a lot about this stuff. That's because I'm secretly a huge alcoholic. I mean a cult buff. Vodka mixed with lemon and lime ginger beer. Ah, right. Vodka, not rum. Or you can substitute rum in for the vodka, and I mean, have yourself a grand old time. Yeah, lime as well. I forgot the fruit. The fruit's usually either a juice or like the wedge on it. But yeah, it's good stuff. I like a Moscow Mule. You'll have it without the ginger beer. The ginger beer gives it the tingly sensation. Otherwise, it's just vodka and lime, dude. Like what? That's not. That's just vodka and lemon or lime. That's a completely okay. Sure, why not? Vodka with some fruit. I kind of got that. No. But if a researcher spoke about an academic conference, it must have some basis in fact. Not true at all. Exactly, that's why I believe in the rite of resurrection. It's real! All right, I'm starting to believe it too. No, I'm not. Good, she said, slowly drawing the knife out now that I believe. The pursuit of the unknown starts with belief. It could also start with skepticism. I got that from Professor Araishi himself. All right. Behind me! Huh. I swear I saw a silhouette. And she's not all up in my face again. I guess there were still other talking points, because these are checked, but these aren't. And if you can't believe it, there might be hope for you yet. You can't be serious. Okay. Okay, you being a cult buff is not a secret. It's literally all you talk about, that and getting shit-faced. It sounds like she doesn't drink that much despite being obsessed with booze. It's very odd. So I read some of the stories. None of them were scary. A couple of them were creepy. The woman who got her arm and leg hacked off and thrown in the river was a bit unsettling, but, you know, one of them was just like, oh yeah, I'm clapping this thing and I can't find where the noise is coming from. That's not that bad. That's they're supposed to be ghost stories. That's true, they're more like a collection of superstitions, really. But there's some pretty disturbing ones in the mix. Like the one that's supposed to take place here, the Whispering Canal. Yeah, funny that. We can't go after the fucking clapping guy, can we? People who fish in the canal would hear a voice saying, leave it. They had to abandon their catch and the canal would take it. Right. Hey, is that what you're expecting to find in this park? Not quite. We're talking about a folktale from hundreds of years ago. After centuries of telephone games, who knows if there's anything like the original story. True. So, basically, you think the true story of the Whispering Canal might be completely different from what we know. Exactly. I'm sure it is. I mean, weren't you curious? No. About what? People from around here have the expression left at the canal, right? Meaning to abandon someone. The story is where it comes from. Okay, so clearly there's at least some truth to the story we heard then. Except the story being told today is about fish. There's nothing about leaving people behind. Now that you mention it, that's true. Well, you say that. The bodies would be found in the canal if they didn't leave the fish behind, if you'll recall the story. So you're saying the original story maybe did involve someone being abandoned. You lingered a little hard on that knowing glance, Yoko. That's what I'm trying to find out. Gotcha. Wait, hang on. I've got another question. What the fuck are we doing out here? It's 1 a.m. You mentioned the rite of resurrection. Are you looking into that too? Does that have something to do with the 7 mysteries? Ah, you're sharp. I could cut my finger on you. It's not a bad expression. To tell the truth, it's actually the other way around. What's that now? Well, I started off searching for the rite of resurrection, but along the way I realized I need to investigate the 7 mysteries first. I see. So then, why are you looking for the rite? What's that got to do with the 7 mysteries? I mean, I can figure why she's looking for the rite. She's insane and wants to bring someone back from the dead. So about the connection between this rite and the 7 mysteries. Putting together everything we've talked about, my guess is the original stories behind the 7 mysteries, the true stories, are the key to finding the rite of resurrection. And that's why you're here in search of them. Do I have that right? Yes, 10 out of 10. You're proving quite the capable assistant. Wait, since when was I your assistant? Anyway, this is all just hearsay, but some say that what led to the 7 mysteries coming to be was the rite of resurrection itself. Well, that would be weird. Many historians agree legends and myth are based on real events. Oh, obviously. But were distorted via, I believe it's called Chinese whisper type thing. Telephone game is probably the... Chinese whisper might be fine. Who knows what the origin of that is? Just say telephone game, where one person says to the other, says to the other, says to the other, and it's always a little bit distorted. Just in case Chinese whisper is racist, which it sounds like it might be, stick with telephone game. Stick with that. Anachronistic, yes, telephones didn't exist way back in the day, but definitely more politically okay. Don't the stories come from the Edo period? Or telegram game, if you prefer. I don't fucking care. Just don't make it a race thing. I thought about the rite of resurrection was supposed to be way older than that. Right. It seems that Omyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. Oh, I see. That old manuscript I mentioned with all the details on how to use the rite, it was written in the Edo period. Telephone game is a better name for the phenomenon, certainly in this modern age. Modern enlightened age that we are in. Alright, I never told you its name. The manuscript is called The Record of Fates. Ah, what a name. It sounds like a Dark Souls item. It speculates the secret rite is hidden within 7 mysteries of Hanzhou. So now the 7 mysteries are the hot new trend. Among who? You know, this whole thing's starting to sound questionable. I'm getting the feeling this might not be steeped in fact. Out here at 1 a.m. with you in the dark. Come on, remember I said about pursuit of the unknown. It starts with belief, right? Yeah, well. Why are you looking for it then? If you're looking for a way to bring someone back from the dead, does that mean you've got someone you want to bring back? You know what? Forget it. Just came to mind, so I thought I'd ask. Didn't mean to pry. Nah, that's fine. I figured I'd need to tell you at some point. It's Ogopogo. I mean, look, I get it. It's a cute dog, but like, come on. It's also a dog. Move on. Did you not see Stephen King's Pet Cemetery? This is not a good plan. Ogopogo? No, I'm getting... Oh, I'm doing Ongo Bongo, which I think is a boss in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I want to bring Ogopogo back to life. He died in an accident, about a month ago. Ogopogo died? Right, Ogopogo's my dog. I had him for 8 years. He lived a full life, dude. Get a new dog. New dog, gotcha. You spent a lot of time together. Losing him must have been really hard for you. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure if the rite even works on dogs. But as soon as I found out about it, I knew I had to give it a try. Or adopt. Just a wild thought, though. I don't think I could forgive myself if I let the opportunity pass by. I think I could. Definitely. I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about. But you know what? All that led to me meeting you. So at least some good came out of it. Though it doesn't mean I'll stop looking, obviously. Yoko, I'll do everything I can to help you. I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work then. Jesus, what the fuck? Wow! What the hell? It was like the air just changed. Hey, I'm just gonna have a quick think, don't mind me. Something's got Yoko really rattled. Are you okay? Ah! What's wrong? Stay with me. This can't be. Feel eyes on my back. I can't move. Is there something behind me? I don't want there to be. Oh, man. Telephone, am I right? Phew. You know, hey, if I just keep looking forward, nothing bad happens, right? She just points the entire time until 5 a.m. and then they let me out of the restaurant and I can go home, right? That's how this works. Alright, just fucking face it. What are we doing? Yoko! I don't... Is it above me or below me? What the fuck? Yoko, I ain't seeing shit. Well, hey, if this is leading to a jump scare, very effective. But also, what? Push. Yoko's pointing over here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. From spooked to confused. Push? I don't get this. What's going on? Did something happen? Yeah, I don't see shit. Yoko? I'm just gonna look the other way. Hey! Psh, time to go. Oh, down to wherever that is. That looks like fun times down there. That's where I would like to be. Over there. Let's just start walking, baby. Well, I'm less than thrilled. Good thing I don't believe, am I right? See, this is what happens when you believe in things. Huh? Well, that's a shame. She seemed so nice. Time to go. What the? Something. What's happening? Am I? How did my body wind up in a canal? And she's fine. Okay. It's still 1 a.m. Good to know. Yoko! Buddy. She can't be. Why? You maybe want to, like, call someone or CPR. One of the two. Calm down. You know, she's dead. You're not a doctor. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, she's just... Maybe she's... Maybe she's a bitch. You ever think of that? What the hell just happened? No, damn it, I've got bigger problems. Yoko, hold on. Everything's gonna be okay. She's not breathing. She's cold. I don't feel a pulse. This can't be happening. An ambulance, right. I gotta get an ambulance. I need a phone. Right, the phone booth. Have I sealed my fate by entering the phone booth? None of them involved a phone booth as far as I knew. I called in. The ambulance shouldn't be long. Oh, well, that's good. I thought I'd be killed before that happened. But is it going to make a difference? Her body's gone stiff and her skin is cold. I don't think she's breathing. She looks more like a mannequin than a person now. I don't think there's any coming back from that. I don't get it. Just a few minutes ago, we were chatting away without a care in the world. Well, I mean, I cared a little bit. Yoko. How did this happen? How could someone so bright and bubbly just suddenly drop dead? Resurrect her. No! Huh? Oh, that's right. If the right of resurrection she was talking about really does exist, there might be a way to bring her back. If someone could just drop dead out of nowhere like they were cursed, then why shouldn't there be a way to bring them back to life? Sounds like a bad idea. Yoko believed in it, so if I believe in her, it seems completely possible. Okay, but you don't know how to conduct this in any way. Maybe I can still save her. Even if I got to deal with the spirit senses and curses and whatever, I gotta try. Wait for me, Yoko. I promise I'll use the right of resurrection to bring you back. Or, fuck that. Just saying. Right before she died, I felt a strange presence a few times. It seems like she saw something that shook her to the bone. Yeah, I didn't see shit. We're gonna call that me being lucky. Go away now. Simply something strange going on, and maybe it's still here. What could she have seen? I don't fucking know. Look at my cool guy pose, my thumbs in my pockets, my denim jacket. She mentioned the rite of resurrection. 7 mysteries were connected, and my t-shirt tucked into my pants. So maybe whatever she saw had something to do with the Whispering Canal. Oh, God, my head. Damn it, that presence again. Must be around here somewhere, but where? Up? I hoped it was up. What is that? There's something on the ground. Did Yoko drop this? Didn't notice it. There's a small wooden sculpture by her side. It's 3 or 4 centimeters tall. Looks like it could be a keychain. But from how rotted it is, it's way too old for that. Despite how tiny it is, I feel almost palpable malice radiating from it. What the hell is this thing? Curse stone. It seems like nothing I want anything to... Huh. Well. Help me. Leave me. It hurts. Huh. Drop. Something. I should put it down is what I'm getting. I don't have an inventory. Oh, well. Are these the Whispering Canal's memories? Gah! Oh, it's a fish! Leave the fucking fish, you idiot! Resentful memories flowing into my mind. Turn their back, walk away, leave me behind, drop dead. Kill them! Kill them! Those who walk away! Kill them all! You've acquired the power of the Curse Stone. You can use it to kill those who walk away from you. But why? Use the curse button to kill the target as they attempt to depart. What if I don't want to? Murderous impulse seeps to my soul like thick black tar. I'm good not doing that. Now, kill. Again. Can you hear it, curse bearer? Bearer of the curse, seek, seek lest. You who strongly desires the right. No, I'm good, actually. Kill them. Should you seek life's restoration, take your curse in hand. Reap lives by the score. And claim the soul dregs for your own. Collect enough to sate this vessel. And by their sacrifice claim the gift of resurrection. Nah, I'm good. Or better yet, slay your fellow curse bearers. For theirs are equal of droves of lesser souls. Now go forth and kill! Whispering Canal. Ah. Yes, it has updated. Kills the drowning one who leaves the curse bearer behind. Kills by drowning one. Ah, leaves the curse bearer behind. Toki loved it. I don't fuck. What the hell was that? It's like the cursed memories flowed directly into my mind. In an instant, I understood everything. Picked up the curse stone. Whispering Canal must have cursed me. So did Yoko have that and was waiting for me to walk away? I don't fuck. I can't walk in this game. I also heard a strange voice. It told me that if I want the right, I have to kill a bunch of people with this curse stone and collect their souls. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Guess it's good to know the right really exists. This thing wants me to kill people to get it? Screw that, yeah. Putting my own life on the line's one thing. Murdering other people's another thing entirely. Not just one. Scores, it said. The curse of the Whispering Canal, huh? Curse that traps the soul of anyone who tries to walk away from me. But if I use it and collect enough souls, I'll be able to bring Yoko, a woman I've known for 1 month, back to life. There was something about a curse bearer being worth more soul dregs. Jeez. I'm really at a loss here. Yeah, it's like trainer Pokemon being worth more than wild Pokemon. For experience. So, how you doing? Now that I look closer, is there someone there? Oi! Dickhead. Oh. Oh, he's coming closer. Oh my, how unexpected. So this woman's... It was your curse that killed that poor woman, I take it. No. Eh? Cat got your tongue, Mr. Oki? Eh? Who are you and how do you know my name? Do you mean you say you don't recognize me? This comes as a bit of a shock, I must say. Look a little harder, and I dare say it will jog your memory. Who the fuck is this guy? A tall, humorous-looking man. He doesn't look familiar to me. He's acting like he knows me, though. Have we met somewhere before? Look a little harder. Who the... Alright, let's think. Who is he? Appears to be in his 30s or 40s. He's all dressed up. Looks real shady. What's he doing? Was he watching us this whole time? I mean, I think he was. Something tells me curses are nothing new to him. If he's one of the other curse bearers, I need to be careful. He might be here to kill me and take my curse. But by the same token, killing him will net me a lot of soul dregs. Yeah, I'm not going to kill anyone. I still don't have a clue who you are, unless I'm playing an evil character. But this guy is ordinary Joe Schmo. He's not killing anyone. How do you know me? Have we met? I mean, it's always humbling to find one that is not well known as one believes. Perhaps my name will help you remember. I am Takumi Yumioka. I'm still drawing a blank. Does that ring any bells? I think I've heard the name somewhere before, maybe. So, you do not even know my name. How disappointing. Disappointing, but fortuitous. Ah, you're the mysterious stranger, of course. Man who is covertly watching us at the park. Curse Echo. Apparently everyone has curse echoes. And there's me, the Whispering Canal. Oh, are there going to be people who represent every curse? Interesting. Well then, Mr. Oki, allow me to make you a proposition. You have a curse stone in your possession. I'd like you to give it to me. How do you know? How do you know about that? I saw the whole thing. Ah, well, fair enough. Doesn't explain how you know what a curse stone is. Even I barely have a handle on it. You know about the 7 mysteries of Hanzhou and the curses and all that, don't you? But of course, those curse stones, they're terribly dangerous things capable of killing without a trace so long as their conditions are met. Hey, listen, you're not gonna kill me if I give you mine, right? You can walk away from me. How about that? I give you mine, then you walk away from me. I hadn't thought of it that way, but yeah. Imagine what might happen if one fell into the wrong hands. They would be safer in mine, don't you agree? Although it seems ever late to stop you from killing that poor woman. But that wasn't me! I'm willing to overlook your indiscretion, but only if you give me the curse stone. No! For all I know, the wrong hands are yours. Very well, I'd hope to sell this amicably, but you leave me no choice. This Takumi guy must have a curse stone of his own. He must. Nah, he can't. He can't have a curse stone. He can't. What are the odds? He can't have a curse stone. No, he has a curse stone of his own. Did, he wouldn't be so eager to get his hands on mine. He wants one of his own. That power is dangerous. By the sounds of it, if I give him the chance, he'll try and take my curse stone by force. I have to keep talking, figure out a way to get my curse out first. I'll get him to leave me behind. Though, it would be a waste to not take this chance to find out about the other curse bearers. He seems pretty chill about it. I need a topic. My best bet would be... Yeah, so... Whomst the fuck are you? Before I give my curse stone, I want to know, who are you? I need to know if I can trust you. Sounds like we're in danger? Perhaps. A reasonable enough concern. Very well, I am an associate of the great sorcerer Sunjin Gamioda. Gamiodo? Sunjin Gamiodo? Indeed, you must have heard of him. I believe he was recently featured in a certain magazine. Your unfortunate companion there came seeking his console not a few days ago. It was from her I learned your name. I thought she would have mentioned me to you, but it seems that was presumptuous of me. Why did she bring me up? When did this happen? Just 2 or 3 days ago. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not buying that. He knows I don't know who he is, so he's just trying to feed me a story. I've only known Yoko a month, but she never mentioned going to a mystic. Safe bet we're always in danger? True. Except here on this menu screen. Here we're fine, except for whatever that is. Don't know what this is, but, you know. I'm sure we're fine on this menu screen. Nice and safe. It is Yoko we're talking about. Not hard to say for sure. I mean, I believe it. Hope that's enough to convince you to hand stone. My hands are more than trustworthy. I don't know. It wasn't you who killed Yoko with your curse. Stoke, if you're hoping to trick me into revealing whether I possess a curse stone, I assure you, you cannot. Some more games have save zones. Yeah, like saving screens or safe rooms in Resident Evil. It is your curse that was responsible, no matter what you might tell yourself. Doesn't make sense. I only just found this after Yoko died. Oh? Don't play dumb. I know you're the one who did this. Whether you choose to believe me is your prerogative, but you're mistaken. You should know that multiple curses awakened at once at the stroke of midnight. There are many other curses in Honjo, and many other curse bearers. Is it not premature of you to assume that I'm the one responsible? I don't know you're here. Wait, you're saying at midnight a bunch of people became curse bearers. There's no point in continuing this conversation. For all I know, he could be telling me anything. About my curse. What do you want with my curse stone anyway? I intend to seal it away in a secure location so it may never be used again. I'm certain that to you, it would be you two would rather be free of this burden. Power to kill without fear of consequences is itself a curse. There are many ne'er-do-wells in this world who could not resist the urge to use it. All the more so if promised a chance to resurrect the dead. So you'll seal it away. How? I'll put it in the care of a sorcerer who is well-versed in supernatural matters. If I've gained trust, I might ask that you hand the cursed stone over. Apparently there's more about Yoko. I convinced it was my curse that killed her. Why, it's simply that... I do believe I just saw your companion move. She what? That seems like he wants me to turn around, right? And I feel like if I turn around, something bad is going to happen. What are you doing? Should you not check her? Yeah, about that. Tell me about these other curse bearers first. For just 7 mysteries, there's a curse and a curse bearer, right? Do you know who any of the others are? And what would you do with the information? Your intentions are nothing untoward, I hope. In the hearts of selfish and insipid, those who would be most tempted by the rite of resurrection, that the curse takes root. And a curse is resentful memories impart a powerful urge to kill, as I am certain you are aware. You're a victim of circumstance, Mr. Oki, but your situation is exceedingly dangerous. You must relinquish your curse stone for your own benefit before it is too late. Too late? It's already too late. There's no going back. All I can do is keep pressing forward. Or you could just give him the fucking stuff. Just say, hey, listen, the curse is if somebody walks away from me or leaves me behind, I can kill them. So, I'm going to give this to you, and then you leave. Don't leave me, don't have me leave you behind. You ditch me. That's not how it works, apparently. It's going to stand in my way, then I have to stop you. Boy, he is really jumping the gun to some conclusions here. I'm going to take that as a threat. I would encourage you to exercise more discretion before you fall foul of a curse. Alright, let's see. Yoko? I mean, you get, like, judo chopped or stabbed or something. Yep. Duh. Obviously. No. I wonder if there's a way to prevent... Well, no, we saw earlier. Yeah. We saw earlier his body wound up in the canal. My, Token, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. Yep, I guess I did. This is mere conjecture on my part, but perhaps you ought to be more careful about turning your back on unscrupulous individuals. Yeah, well, the game wouldn't proceed unless I did it. Fear not, you may make many attempts as you please before your unfortunate mishap. Very well, remember, whatever you do, do not turn around. Ah, damn it. Thought it might be different that time. Like, you wouldn't expect me to turn around again, right? After that? Surely not. He's just like, bro, what the fuck? I just told you, don't turn around. Are you an idiot? Yeah, alright. Ahem. I can take a look at him. Say his name was, he hasn't taken his eyes off me for a second. Even now, he's staring right at me. Who the hell is he? Who is that masked man? Maybe if I focus, I can recall something useful. I mean, maybe, I guess. Okay, no, that's that, I suppose. Think, damn you. I want to use my curse on him. I have to get him to walk away and leave me behind. Now, what would convince him to do that? Scenario 1. He does what he came here to do. Scenario 2. He suddenly needs to be somewhere else. probably here for my curse stone, so I don't think I'd get out of scenario 1 alive. Scenario 2 means hoping something will happen by chance, and luck is rarely on my side. I only hope in scenario 3, something makes it impossible for him to stay. I don't have to keep him away forever, I just need him to walk away once. How the hell do you know me? It's not like I've been getting out much, but he just said Yoko introduced us. Wait, that's it! No work! That's how he knows me. Never actually met him, so it totally slipped my mind. Secretary to... Okay. The man was... Chemical company... worships a chairwoman... Natsue Yamamori. Demonstrates unwavering loyalty through his swift and exact execution of every task given to him. Just as Natsu Yamamori continues to exert tremendous influence of the company since her retirement from presidency, so too does Takumi. Continued to support her behind the scenes, acting as Natsume's mouthpiece in this capacity, has earned him the ire of the current president and the board of directors. Takumi knows the names and faces of not only all employees of that office, but also temporary workers in the factories and warehouses, and even the main suppliers. That's dedication. Suging Giyamoto, my ass. This guy thinks he can sell me anything. But I don't know if having figured that out helps me much right now. I know who you are. You work at Haku Soaps, just like me. You're the chairwoman's secretary. Well, it took you long enough. Your lack of company loyalty is frankly astounding. Well, ain't that some shit. Allow me to reiterate my request then. Not as a stranger, but as a superior. We're at the office. You don't get to push me around like that. Why is our chairwoman's secretary even looking for cursed stones anyway? I refrain from revealing myself precisely to avoid such question, but I suppose needs must. Since the dawn of the Showa era, the land of Hanjo has nurtured our company's growth and vice versa. It's our duty to ensure the curses do not take root in this land we know as home. I'm not sure I buy that. Like many things, it's not a matter that concerns the rank and file. The chairwoman has no desire to spread fear through our beloved company's birthplace. Now, if that's all, I must insist you hand over your curse stone. I think I just... Yep. I have to keep him away forever. Wait, I've got it. I know I can convince him to leave. Convince him to leave. Oh, crap, I totally forgot. What? Hand over the curse stone. I forgot. Here you go. Wait. I think there was another step to this. I think called the ambulance is the right answer. But I mean... What am I thinking? If I give him the stone, it's over. Pull yourself together. Oh, that's no fun. Oh, right. I forgot to mention. I called an ambulance. It should be coming any minute now. An ambulance? Have you lost your mind? Well, no. When they arrive and find you standing next to a corpse alone, dead at night, well, they'll hand you over to the police, who will have some questions for you. Well, yeah, but I didn't know this is the circumstances of her death. Probably, but I'm sticking with Yoko. Unless you want to join me in the interrogation room, you better get out of here. You're telling the truth, I see. They're getting closer by the second. I cannot afford to be waylaid at this juncture. I fear I must take my leave. I'm not keen on murdering people just yet. Sooner or later, I will return for your curse stone. I hope you do not abuse it in the meantime. Like, maybe he's on the up and up. I have no strong feelings to this girl I met a month ago, frankly. And I'd rather not kill a man who might have, you know, the best interest of not having a bunch of curses running around at heart. Clearly, this is the murder somebody tutorial. Well, then I bid you good evening. Wow, it would not let me not do it. I had to click it, you bastards. They made me click it, you son of a bitch. You dare! Huh. You know, now that I look at it, maybe I did kill Yoko. He's dead. He's really dead. So this is what a curse stone can do. Whoa. 1%? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not killing that many people. Come on now. The illusion of choice. Ain't it, though? I left the park immediately. I felt bad leaving Yoko, but I couldn't stay there. Can we throw the stone away? I wish. Emergency medical service will probably take care of her body. Takumi's too. This will be all over the news tomorrow. But until then, at least I know she'll be in a safe place. Alright. I have to find my next sacrifice quickly. Do I? Got no time to waste. I need to find the other curse bearers and collect their souls. Or, fuck this guy. Killing Takumi barely got me any soul dregs. I guess he mustn't have been a curse bearer after all. It's not enough the soul of a non-curse bearer amounts to little more than leftover breadcrumbs. I have to think of a place where other curse bearers of the 7 mysteries would be. The curses are activated around midnight. The others are bound to be active still. I should check to see if there are any other places with connections to mysteries nearby. It seldomly is that simple. I mean, it all made it seem like I had a choice in the matter. Like, I could kill someone walking away from me. But, you know. Still, though, how did Yoko die? Because I wasn't cursed until after she died. At the very least, another curse bearer might be thinking the same as me. Maybe I could run into them. Let's see. Which of the 7 mysteries is closest? I'm in Kinshincho area right now. Haunting Clappers on the other side of Oyoko River, just over Shumuku Bridge. The Foot-Washing Mansion and Ever-Burning Lantern around the south, past the train tracks. And further along, I'll find the Beckoning Light, Honji Bridge. Those 3 places are closest. I guess I should start there. Items. Curse Stone. Currently 1% full. Alright then. Guess we're moving. Off to the bridge. Maybe Yoko was the original bearer, but the being that inhabits the curse killed her for not using it. Well, I mean, she didn't get a chance to. I never walked away from her. She saw something and was murderfied. Maybe, like... Maybe the spirit looked at her and said, nah, she won't do it. But this fucking simp she's hanging out with, he'll do it. Don't think curses have silly loopholes like that. They might, you never know. The one in the letter did. Shumuku Bridge is supposedly where Belle from Haunting Clappers is supposed to be. I wandered around here for a while, but I didn't see anything interesting. The only thing I found looks like 100 yen lighter someone threw away. Don't know if curses are vulnerable to fire, but I might find a use for it. Like maybe lighting a lantern. To the bridge! Ah, here's someone. I'm here at Honji Bridge, the location linked to the Beckoning Light. I cannot look around. Hello, sir. Someone's standing, so laying themselves against the sky. Let's observe first. Okay, sure. Wait. Fine, I'll go first. Okay. I see. Interesting. Well, now that's a surprise. Who are you? If you've got the wrong guy, just say so. Come on, now it won't hurt to at least tell me your name. What are you doing here? Very good. You shouldn't give your name up so easily, especially not to strangers. Gone is the age when might made right. Nowadays, it's information that rules the world. You do well to remember that. You're the one who asked. Your name, your address, your phone number, your age, your occupation, your personal information is much more valuable than you'd think. Thanks, random man. Remember that, kids. You treat those things with care. I guess you don't plan on telling me anything either. You can call me Richter Kai, private detective. Kaida's favorite characters are private detectives. I can think of, speaking of the letter, Ash. And also people named Richter. Looking at you, Castlevania. Didn't you just say no? Never mind. So you say you're a detective. That's correct. I'm a man who deals in secrets. Don't expect me to share any more information with you, though. I only told you so we could have an understanding. Richter Kai is one of your favorites. Yeah, duh. Look at him. A eccentric man ran into at the bridge. Over-the-top, ridiculous private eyes are like Kaida's. Oh, hello. What are you doing here in the town like this? What's a detective doing around here? Working, and that's all I'll say about it. Could ask you the same thing. Seems like a strange place to stop. What brought you here? Why should I tell you? Also, I could just say I saw a strange man. Specifically you. Saw a strange man lurking around. I see. Then let me ask you a different question. Why'd you go out of your way to strike up a conversation with this strange man? You ran up to me! I'm looking for someone. Figured it was worth seeing if you knew anything. I'd say, in that case, I just might be able to help you. Would you describe the person you're looking for? How much do I want to let this guy know? Enough to get the story rolling. I know I said a person, but I'm looking for something called the Beckoning Light. The Beckoning Light? Ah, the 7 Mysteries of Hanzhou. That's right, a friend of mine is really into that kind of stuff. So the Beckoning Light appears here in the middle of the night, and I wanted to see it for myself. Really? You're the adventurous type, aren't you? Unfortunately, I think you're out of luck. I've been here a while, but I haven't seen any strange lights. Alright, well, thanks for telling me. Just wait 1 second. There's still time left for it to appear. Why don't we wait together? Thanks, but I think I'm good. Well, sorry I couldn't be any more help. Far shore. Versailles is the industrial district. Further down, it's Temple, where it gets its name. The bridge is a pretty unusual structure. The ends are stone, the middle is steel. Together. The Oyoko River beneath is actually a canal that was dug during the Edo period. He's a flamboyant fellow. I wouldn't bat an eyelid if this were the inner city, but he stands out like a sore thumb in these parts. Anything else we can discuss? I meant to ask, do you have a light on you? Oh, yeah. I've got a cheap one I picked up, but yeah, that's it. This'll do nicely. You sure? Okay. I should get back to work once you're gone, of course. Is there a reason I can't be here? Of course, my work is top secret. Okay, then. Guess I'll just go to the street. Hopefully I still have that lighter. Rari Gisui Street. Both the foot-washing mansion and the ever-burning lantern are in this area. This late night, even a road as big as this one is silent as grave. Just mirrors it oddly dark around here. Ever-burning lantern, my ass. Could this be... I still have that lighter. Okay. I know it's past midnight. It's past 1 a.m. Still seems oddly dark around here. This feeling, it's the same from before. Well, goodbye. Hey, Richter. I found something. Mirror at the bridge. Something else you need? No, I'm just passing by. I saw some fucked up shit ways back. Nope, okay. Doesn't seem like anything to do. If he's been here as long as he says, there's a good chance he's seen something, but I don't think it's worth asking. Alright, let's go see it. Hey, I'm back. I see you're still doing whatever it is you do it. You gonna insist on continuing to do that, or... There's something over there. Is that a curse echo? A curse of the 7 mysteries given form? There's a curse bear around here. This alleyway. Curse echo is causing the darkness. Doesn't seem hostile. It's trying to tell me to come closer. What should I do? Just keep watching. Approaching will be stupid. Gotta keep my distance. What should I do? If I sit here like this, I risk fulfilling conditions for a person's curse. Yeah, but if I go forward, I also risk fulfilling conditions for a curse. Seems like I can still back out if I want, but what do? I can still move. Can I use the lighter? Cheap lighter, barely has any fuel left. Curse hurts people the people you leave. That's my curse. Other people might have different curses. I mean, the game's not going to continue unless I do it, right? Let's get closer. Yeah, nothing's going to happen if I sit and wait. Son of a bitch! Darn it, what now? This isn't a curse doing this. Someone's pulling me in. That hurt. It looks like I'm inside a building. I can't see squat. Same darkness. That's right. I have this lighter I picked up earlier. But why walk to danger? Because it's a game and nothing's gonna happen if I don't do it. I can make my surroundings better. What the? Something. Drat, he's got a light. That ruins everything. Someone there? Are you a curse bearer? It's over. Time to get out of here. He's running? Is he right here this whole time? This is my chance. Ack. I don't click that, by the way. What the? Wah. I assure you I am not clicking use curse. But the game insists. That was a close one. Didn't catch a glimpse of the curse bearer, but it seems like I'm alright. 30%. Wow. A curse bearer gives you 29%. Cool. This curse must have had something to do with light and darkness. My guess would be the ever-burning lantern? This connection between the 7 mysteries and the way their curses work. That might be useful to know. So yeah, I'm gonna assume if I hadn't picked up the lighter, I'd be dead there. Well... Okay, I had to look around this area. I should head somewhere else now. Where to next? Midorichi Park at the end of South Waragisu Street is the Taiko of Tsugaru. North is school. It's high school about Fool's Procession. Should be around there. Huh. Alright, let's go to the park. Couple of suspicious gentlemen. Location of Taiko Tsugaru, one of the 7 mysteries. Someone's there. 2 men, one middle-aged and the other a young adult, talking to each other. There's a good chance that one of them could be a curse bearer. Try and scope things out without being spotted. The conversation will have to focus in and watch them for a while. If I'll be spotted, I'll hide quickly behind a tree and move out of line of sight. We're supposed to be around here, but I don't see anyone. Boss. No need to get ahead of ourselves. I bet we see something before the night is done. They're waiting for people like me. Oh, I can just, like... Maybe you're right, but still, 7 mysteries. Was that noise behind us just now? No. Never mind, just my imagination. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Does curse really let you kill someone with an object like that? It's bugging me. I'm going to have to check back there. No, what? Fucking! Yeah, you know what? I would mind, actually. I think I would mind. Ahem. They found me. Whoo! That scared you? Yeah, same. Ah, you two are police officers. People often say we don't look it. Sorry if we startled you. I'm gonna... Hey, listen, if no one ever hears from my wife after this, you can assume she walked away from me. I'm the woman that made me play this game. I'm sure there's no problem, but we'll have to ask you some questions as procedure. I'm Jun Irio. I'm from Metropolitan Police Department, Investigative Division. Jun Iro. This old guy with the scowling mug is Chief Inspector Tetsuo Tutsumi, my superior officer. You wouldn't guess it from the frown, but he's actually quite the sweet tooth. Quit blabbering. I don't see how that's relevant. Sure, we got this guy, the gruff police detective, met at the park. And fresh-faced police detective I also met at the park. Okay. Ha! They're detectives. They're not investigating the corpse that was here, are they? Oh, this is back at the park I was just at? Nah, I'm fine. It's not like the curse could show up as evidence in a police investigation. I cannot believe how calm I am. I just need to keep a cool head and not panic. He's intimidating as I expect a veteran cop to be. First a private detective, now police detectives. Why today of all days? I always imagined detectives as blunt and aggressive, but I guess there are some pleasant ones too. What the fuck is with your mouth? What are you doing with your face? He wants a smooch? Fucking, he can kiss my ass is what he can smooch. Huh, you work for Hikayu Hihaku Soaps is what it is. I've heard they've been raking it in lately. That true? I don't know, I'm just a recent hire. People are loving the new hair product you have. I use it all the time. Thank you for your patronage. Use hair product? Get with the times, boss. Guys nowadays use all these things. Isn't that right, Mr. Oki? Sure, we even make men's cosmetics. And so, what a time we live in. Sorry, boss is kind of a caveman who thinks using a bar of soap for all his washing makes him cool or something. I mean, at least he's using soap, am I right? I don't think that. I just don't care enough to use anything else. Actually, we do have an all-in-one soap for just that purpose. There's plenty for people like you. Hear that? That's what I'm talking about. You should put out more of those. Aren't you riled up? Oh, look, a normal moving mouth. I'll leave the questions up to him. I got nothing to ask. Okay, Mr. Aoki, what is it you're doing here? Actually, I'm searching for the 7 mysteries. Have you heard of the 7 mysteries, detective? Yeah, I've heard of them. We were just talking about them a minute ago. You're fond of these two as well? Kinda simping for cops? Wow, in 2024? It's a bad look. A girl I know is into them. That's how I got interested. I see. I seem to remember even Midorichi Park had one of the mysteries associated. What was it again? It wasn't the bath. Might have been the tree. Wasn't the fool. That's... The clappers was the bridge. The foot washing was back where I was. The fool's the high school. So it's either the tree or Taiko. Let's say tree. Why not? Fuck your awful mouth. Oh, it's Taiko Tsugaru. This whole area is the residence of Tsugaru, a clan of samurai. Are you sure you're really interested in the 7 mysteries? Sorry, there's so much to remember. I got a little mixed up. Come on now, boss. It's not like this is interrogation. So that's why we're hanging around in the middle of the night. Discover anything interesting? Nothing, though I admit I have been looking into these things. I haven't been looking into them too hard. Is that Reptar eating a fucking steak? What's going on there? Saxophone, excuse me. Reptar playing the sax. Right, I think I understand your situation. Thank you for your answers. Now it's quite late, so you best be heading home. Okay, nothing else to see around here. Fuck. Oh, God, your mouth. I'll leave, jeez. Thanks for showing no signs of leaving. I don't have conclusive proof that they're curse bearers either. Risk's too high for me to stick around talking with them for too long. I see, very well, I'll be going then. Take care. Righto, off to the school. Jesus. Here I am at high school. Let's see. Someone's there. Huh? Whoa, what the... Ow. I'm sorry, you okay? Who the fuck are you? Did you just climb over the school gate? Student appearing in a location of fool's possession late at night. Clearly something unusual is going on, and it involves a curse. Can't write it off as a coincidence. You still have my lighter? I do still have my lighter. Interesting. A girl in a school uniform came climbing over the front gate. She must be a student here. That would track, yes. The thing she's holding in her hand. Ah, no doubt about it. That's curse stone. Girl's a curse bearer. Doo-doo-doo. School gate's closed. Climbing over looks easy enough. Before I start talking with you... I had an item to prevent the last one. I don't know about this one is the problem. What's going on? Why are you at school this late? Well, I'm really sorry I'm in a hurry right now. Gotta go. Well, I mean, killing her immediately would be nice. But, you know. Again, I'm not playing that shit. Hey, wait. Just like that, huh? A curse? Ah, why? It can't be. Mio, I'm sorry. Like, this dude's just tearing people apart. Blech. What a dickhead. 36? What do you mean 36? The last one gave me 29%. That one gave me 6. The fuck do you mean? What a lovely keychain. Yeah, I'm sure it's not cursed at all. I killed her. Yes, I got a curse bearer. You also got one previously. It's working. I just have to keep it up. How many more do I need? 1, 2? Several by this count. Meanwhile, at 3 a.m., thousands of miles away. On to the next one. This guy's a dick. One-sided read by Ryogoku Bridge. Or the Evergreen Breach, the Yasuda Gardens. And then the river itself. Let's go to the bridge, shall we? Hey, got a quick question for you. What the... Sorry it's so sudden, but I have to ask. You don't mind, do you? Are you a curse bearer? Huh? Whoa! Fucking smell you later. Don't think that's a good idea. Ah, well. Might be able to take soul drags from him. I throw my lighter at you. No. Alright, let's give it a think. Why would he out himself as a curse bearer like that? I bet his curse involves acknowledging other... I'm thinking, like... I'm trying to think a step ahead here. If I acknowledge his horrible, deformed legs over there, I might die. That might be like, aha, gotcha. You fell for the curse. Don't tell me it has something to do with activating his curse. That would be my theory. Making it obvious he's a curse bearer himself. What is he trying to pull? Maybe he's confident he can activate his curse before I can make mine. Gotta be careful. How should I respond here? It also could be like if somebody lies to you. Bam, curse, go. I am a curse bearer. I appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. The name's Yutaro Namigaki. My curse echo is the foot washing mansion. Ah, that would explain the feet. That would explain the feet. He is definitely a person of interest. Foot washing, university student. He didn't hide the fact that he was a curse bearer. What was the curse? The curse, or what was going on with the, hold on. I can double check this with the curses real quick. Files, 7 mysteries. The Fool's Procession was the school. Encounter the daimyo, walking around, you heard the sound of music. Commands people to follow it, no matter how the music, source location. It's Nuki. So the school... I don't know what the school would be, but I guess keep an ear out for music, maybe, when you're at the school. This guy, who is foot washing. Foul-smelling wind, giant foot drenched in blood. That's what's behind him. Surface washed the foot. It returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. A man who had been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. The foot stopped appearing. Trade houses with him could be trading curses with him. Interesting, interesting. Chat. I'm not going to curse first and ask questions later, just because we're both curse bearers. I've got a little more class than that. Hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy. Alright. Fine, chat away. Thank you. Good to know I'm dealing with someone reasonable. Alright, let's talk. What do you want? Right, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me? That's not quite asking someone to trade, nor is it asking someone to wash feet. Join forces to gather soul dregs. Yes! You're using your curse because there's someone you want resurrected too, right? In that case, it'll be more effective for the two of us to work together than to do it all yourself. Think about it. We could split the work. We'd have two kinds of curses at our disposal. Bring together. I hadn't thought of that before. Can the soul dregs in one curse stone be moved to another? That's a fundamental requirement for this to work. Well, we'll have to test it, and I can't do that alone either. I see. Asked a friend to trade houses. This is asking me... It did warn me, or it spent the beginning of the game setting up that the curse is slightly different than what word of mouth has led us to believe. So, he's not asking me to trade houses. He's asking me to share houses, I guess? But then the feet stopped coming when that happened. I can't tell if that means the curse was fulfilled. Because, like, he sacrificed somebody by having him share house or whatever. Or if that means the curse was broken. We'll play it out. We'll go find. Alright. If working together helps us both get what we want, maybe it's not a bad idea. Thanks. Glad to be dealing with someone who can think things through rationally. There's something I need to know in advance. Tell me, how many soul dregs do you have right now? He's got a real malicious look on him. Right, I have some, of course. More competent, after all. I'm asking you how many. I'm at 1%, but don't worry about it. My curse is easy to activate. I'll have plenty in no time. Bet you haven't managed to get in on your own, have you? I'm at 36. I am not at 67. Am I? Huh? Say what? That's the amount of soul dregs I have in my curse stone right now. What? Yeah, I thought I was at 36. Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. I'll keep gathering soul dregs on my own. Let's forget about joining forces. You gotta be kidding me! I call your bluff. I don't think you can scare me off so easily. That's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, you leave me no choice. And gave you a chance to come at us alive. I worked with him! I didn't... He is totally... Voice curse echo. It's totally a lying thing, isn't it? Resentful memory is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging ears. As soon as you hear the voice, my curse echo, it's the end for you. So, should I just ignore him? Because I was fully agreeable, but it stopped working once I lied. My, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. You have a way to evade the curse that no one else is capable of. Don't you? You have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you wish. Remember to ward off curse before it's activated. Bear in mind, has no way of realizing himself, so you must react for him. What? It's not my fucking lighter, right? I didn't think so. Let's check the bridge. Large bridge here is called the Rio Goku Bridge or whatever. I can actually just check. Rio Goku. I got it right. Crossing river leads to Nihonbashi Bakurocho in Cho City. Boy, the Japanese love their vowels, eh? I guess I'll check his legs this time. The curse echo? He said it was foot washing. Is that why they're only legs? Alright, well. Chap between two curse bears. What is he trying to pull? Can I look around? I can. Oh, interesting. Hi. Hey, yo, what up with the woman? The canal is where one-sided reed grow is supposed to be around here somewhere. Was she always there? Maybe I didn't turn around. Was she always there? Maybe I didn't turn around. God, Nathan, asking questions people have already asked. But now there's no trace of it left. Back to your old fucking tricks, I see. What the? How did you? Oh, don't mind me. Yutaru said he wants to talk. You better answer quickly. Well, you know what. Wow, there's a woman behind him. Wait, it's behind me. It's in front of him. What does she have to do with this? These two gathering soul dregs together? I should check with her every time I get the opportunity. Man, probably younger than me. Maybe a college student? He's quite a bold character. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. What if I want to mind you, huh? What if I don't buy into your bullshit, Oh, right. Talk. Sure. Let's talk. What do you want? I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me to gather soul dregs? Using curse because there's someone you want to resurrect. Think about we can split the work, working together. Hadn't thought about that before. Gotta test that. What if I say this is going nowhere? There's no way I can accept your offer until I know that. Who's to say you won't run away while we're in the middle of testing it? Well, you're just gonna have to trust me, or you think you can collect them all yourself. I'm at 67%. I gotta double check that, because I don't think I am. He clearly said like 36, right? Huh? Say what? Man, a soul dregs have my stone right now. What? Are you serious? I'm close to being on my level. Soul dregs, join forces. You gotta be kidding me. Call your bluff. It's too bad. Oh, wait. Among the 7 resentful, foot washing is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear my voice, the curse echoes, it's over for you. I can't hear it, actually. Huh? Fucking stupid. So stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't hear any voice. I was like, I don't know why popping it open. It's like it's something only you can do, and I'm like, well, it's gotta be the menu since it's not letting me do anything else. And then I was like, wait, there's a voice slider, but there's no voices in this game other than that one, and they keep saying voice, and I'm like, wait a minute. Voice volume is an unvoiced game. Yeah, that occurred to me as like, I don't know, maybe it was voiced in Japanese, and they just left that setting in. I don't hear any voice. What? There's no way. And yet, there he is, perfectly unharmed. You idiot, I just turned the voice slider down. Yeah, I'm going to double check when I have control arc. I acquired 36 total. That would put it at 66 unless we're rounding up. Cuz I initially had oh no, I got 1. Oh, that's how it works. I got 1, then I got 30 for 31, then I got 36, meaning I have now 67. Okay, I get it. Math. What's going on here? I don't completely understand it, but his curse conditions don't seem to have been met. Fucking clever game. This is my chance. Your curse won't work on me. I'll let you off easy, so get the hell out of here. You son of a... Fine, I'll be on my way then. This guy I have no problem fucking destroying. Mark my words, I'll make you regret this. Ah. There it is. Ah! So, that woman that was behind me, is that her in the bottom there? Like, right there that I'm circling? That one who's clearly right there, lingering, watching me, who I should probably address at the end of this. How was, no. She disappeared. 20%. So now I'm at 97, or 87, excuse me. She absolutely left, by the way. Go back to the fucking bridge. What are you doing? I want answers, damn it. Well, fuck, I'm burning through this fucking soulstone. I tell you what, off to the gardens. I will say it is making me interested to, because there's more than one protagonist of this game. It's making me interested to see what the other stories are going to be like, and if it's like interconnected. Like, is another story going to have that girl? Is she a character I can play? What the fuck was she doing the whole time? The former Yasuda Gardens, the detective, the private eye, I mean, and the two actual detectives. There was some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. It's easy enough to sneak in since there's no guards at this time of night. However, bitch, what are you doing? And I'm glad I saw your arm out of the corner of my eye before the camera snapped to you. Stop zooming in. Back the fuck up. What are we doing? Oh, I hate this. What the fuck are we doing? Multiple protagonists. We have another Saga Frontier situation. No, this game is cool. Can you, like, stop trying to kiss my eyeball or whatever the fuck you're doing? With your... oh so precious. I think it's meant to be zooming in during this bit. Cass Stone. Yeah, back the fuck up, lady. Yeah. As soon as I snuck into the gardens, a woman inside called out from behind me. She's fucking weird. I've been waiting for you. I have a curse stone. Her sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words, so the woman continued. I have you in a position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. I don't believe you. If you hand over your curse stone, I will at least spare your life. In that moment, all I could squeeze out in reply was, let me think about it. Let me think it over. Which brings us to now. Alright. Think. Damn it! Did I expose myself somehow? She said she can use her curse on me at any time. I guess I already fulfilled its conditions. Could be a bluff, since she seems to have information on me, but it's probably true. Hopefully not. That GameSpot was a roller coaster. Yeah, that's... The first one wasn't too bad, where woman try kill ex-husband, but every story after that was just fucking insane. Can't over my curse stone. I need to figure out how her curse is activated and find a way out of here. Now maybe I can get some information by talking about something and catch her interest. I like the way you're looking at me. I also don't want to turn my back to you. Maybe I should. Feels weird being in this magnificent garden after these hours, and not a visitor or groundskeeper in sight. I bet since this bitch was here at this time of night, she loves this garden. The Ryogoku Public Hall is also grounds. The eye-catching structure makes this place feel even more otherworldly. This might be important. Irons were once pulled in water from the river, pond, novelty in Edo, to become filling bay, sport and expansion. Practice has been discontinued, flood prevention. What was the mystery for this location? For this one, the Yasuda Gardens. It's the tree, right? The, Evergreen Beach? Yeah, Yasuda Gardens. So impressive that the house became known. It's just a tree that never... It was always green. Somehow no one had ever seen a single leaf fall. As rumors spread, the eternally green tree became known as the Evergreen Beach. However, this particular species of tree is actually an evergreen anyway, so the lack of leaves is nothing out of the ordinary. It's led to people say the strangest part of the legend is the fact that it became a legend at all. It's a rather inoffensive one, all things considered. Surroundings are all the same. Even if I look all the way up and maybe no. Okay. Hello again. Wonder if it's about bluffing and fake outs. Oh, maybe. I thought that's what the other guy was, but his is a whole ass other problem. A woman in her 30s. Yo, let's go. She has a refined air about her, like she's brought up in a family of high social standing. I also sense a shadow hanging over her. I wonder if it has to do with this place. Okay. Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait. I might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment? Sure, go on. It said I have to talk about something she might give a shit about. She probably doesn't give a shit about me. If you take my curse stone, what are you going to do with it? With your curse stone? It's brimming with soul dregs, isn't it? It's already killed so many. How does she know so much? I'd like to avoid such cruel methods myself. 7. I hit 7 on the keyboard. It did nothing. Hello? We're gonna talk. We should get to know each other. My name's Stop. Let's not do that, alright? If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. Isn't that kind of my point? And have a harder time killing you. Yeah! Don't you think so? That was my goal, you bitch. 6. It's probably not going to be the same puzzle, right? Like, let's go. Just crank it up by 1. Whoop. There we go. 7, 6. You want soul dregs, that means you're after the right of resurrection. Not that I'm trying to compare the circumstances, but I can ask what led you to this. Oh my. Do you mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give your curse stone to me? Sure, I'd consider it, so tell me. Liar! Eh? You wouldn't hang your fate on something as superficial as that. Nor would I. 5. Magicians have I failed since the moment I stepped in here. Something I'm still doing even now. What could it be? Maybe something I have on me? If I suddenly strip naked on the spot, I just might be able to avoid her curse. Hey, all she needs to do is back up away from me and bam. No, that would take too long. She'd probably kill me before I got my shirt off. Plus, I'd look like a creep. There are possibilities the condition has to do with the location we're in. Being here is what activates the curse of the Evergreen Beach. You can meet the condition as long as I'm here, in which case there's no escape. Should activate her curse before I got any further from the garden. I'm sure she'd recognize it after setting it off, but it's not like I'd get to do things over. Ain't that some shit? Lighter, tiny bit of fuel left. 6. My son. Oh, what? He'd be in 6th grade now. If he were still alive. Ah. When I'm one of the big kids, I'll help look after the 1st and 2nd graders, he'd say. He always had a strong sense of justice and responsibility. You need to stop getting close to me. You're very weird. He wouldn't stand by when he saw the kids being bullied. He'd defend them even if he was no match for the bully themselves. He'd often come home in tears, but only because he was sad he wasn't strong enough to save others. He wanted to be a policeman when he grew up. Okay, I get it. I've heard enough. That's enough for you? Yeah. It's such a sad story. It just makes all the more sad I haven't changed my mind. I see. So even after what I told you. 4. I mean, my instinct says stop talking to her, but I can't do anything else, can I? Unless I can just go that way. I'm trying to see if, like, things have changed in any way. I don't think they have, is the problem. Can't figure out a curse. I have to set it off on my own. I don't see how I can make her leave, though. Not while she has the upper hand. Think of as how to make her curse. Damn it. There's no way I can counterattack after she curses me. I thought you were going to use the lighter. I mean, I clicked on. He didn't do anything with it. She didn't want to talk about my name, so maybe if I press that, she'll just want to leave. Well, if I just tell you my name. Why? Well, I need to call you something. You can call me ma'am. Alright, ma'am. Yes, what is it? This is bad. She's completely running the show here. 3. Yeah, it's definitely going down the more I talk to her. And I don't see anything changing back here. I think this make her use a curse on me, so I can counterattack after that. I've had enough. 2 curse bearers. Shouldn't be carrying on like this. 2. You still won't hand it over. 1. I don't think she's getting closer either. Yeah, okay. Did that already. Might just have to die and see what we're doing about it. You take Soul Dregs from other Curse Bearer's Stone and add them to your own. Who knows? But you have to admit it's worth trying. So basically, you want Soul Dregs, but you steal ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty. You're half right, but half wrong. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want this to end with as little trouble as possible. Understand? 0. Such a shame. This is the end for you. Yeah. A man on fire. No! Fire, it's hot, it burns. Ah, of course. That's what it was. What do you mean, of course? That guy, damn it, he must have been following me. But it's already too late. Huh. Run to the pond? I can't move. Seem to arrive at less than favorable results. Whereas other curse is active. Make as many attempts as you please. Conversation. Remember how to ward off the curse when you return. Bear in mind, has no way of realizing for himself if you must react for him. Yes, well. I don't see water anywhere in my options menu is the problem. Where is the water, anyway? No, water's over here. A weird, non-visitor and groundskeeper. If I don't acknowledge her... Oh, I've already spoken to her, I guess. Oh, I can zoom in and out. Interesting. With my scroll wheel. Does that do anything for me? Curse Stone! Yep, 87%. Yep, okay. And I don't have the lighter on me. I gave him the fucking... Observe the woman. Curse stones. Seven. I have no idea. Take soul dregs, who knows? I mean, it's worth trying, so basically, it's available upon request. So others get your hands dirty, half right, half wrong. Am I getting my hands dirty? Send as trouble as possible. Something I'm still doing now. Yeah, clearly it's talking to her too much. It's like a brightness thing. I don't imagine it's a brightness thing. Surely, if it was a brightness thing... First of all, I don't think they'd reuse the options menu as the gimmick answer that quickly. Like, one right after the other. And even if it was, like, a brightness thing, they want me to turn it down to fucking 6 or whatever? Effects volume. Always green. Evergreen. Like, if I crank that shit down... She's much darker, I give her that, but... Shit all else has changed. I went to talk to her, damn you. What if I back out, not having spoken to her? Being a pain in my ass that low. Just to wait it out until she gets annoyed? I mean, maybe, but just nothing happens then. What if I let it zoom in a bunch? I don't have control of the zoom wheel at this point. Alright, she stops. The detective's there. Detective asked at one point if I had a light. I'm trying to remember what all the detectives said. She's not my persons of interest thing. Six. Hey, you haven't already set off my curse. This is new dialogue at the very least. Go on then, use it. If I had, you could have activated it without all that bluster. And yet, here you are. Damn, she already know about it? Or the student from before? If she already knows what would activate it, why would she hide? Because if you know what activates my curse, there's no way you would set it off yourself. She must not know. I still have a chance. Listen. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. About what? I'm talking like this instead of killing you immediately. It's just a whim of mine. What I mean to say is you were never in a position to be bargain. 5. Is that everything for curse stones from you? It is not. You actually can't kill me, can you? And that strange countdown from before, it's just a bluff to threaten me. I'll give in to threats, so why don't you give this up, and if that's the case, give it a try then. Only 5 more now. Let me tell you the number. 4. The only thing I could think of is there like a skip dialogue function? That'd be under game, surely, right? That's not skip, though. Instant isn't skip. Besides, I still want to read what she has to say if there's more Curstone dialogue, yeah. This conversation is over. 3. Okay, yeah, it is. Alright, so what if I click it to instant? And ask her about Curstones again, maybe. Well, that didn't do anything. The number still went down. Why is there no 2? Auto button display. Sure. Conversation is over. 1. Okay, it added 2 there. Damn it. I got nothing. It's only 5. If there were 7, that might be something. The cancel button to fast forward. This will skip through content. All content regardless if you previously read it. Select on your journey token. If you prefer not to hear voices. They even tell you about that in the how to play. Ain't that some shit? Back at normal speed for what it's worth. Maybe it is brightness. What if I do set it to 1? Just do anything for me? Coded message somewhere. I got nothing. Conversation. 0. Yep. I can still pop you open. Brightness to 0. Hot. There isn't like a fucking temperature gauge or anything, right? Well, damn. I got nothing. Yeah, that is... I got nothing. The hint would be asking my wife. Remember how to ward off the curse when you return? I don't know how to ward off the fucking curse. Confusing puzzle with no idea. Yeah. I've already chatted with her. Where the fuck are you? Yeah, right there. curse stone, 100 yen lighter. Could, in theory, just keep looking at my surroundings. I don't know if that was it or not, but she covered, like, her belt buckle there for a second. Like, it was exposed and then it was uncovered. There's no way to dispose of the lighter? I mean, I just... Don't I open that? I just have the lighter. Oh, throw it away. Huh? I suddenly get the... Yes, really throw it away. Why was that a thing? Why'd you throw your lighter away all of a sudden? Because Nathan told me to. Just kind of felt like it. That was a legit complete guess. I mean, it was fire, so I guess it made sense. She losing it all of a sudden. That lighter have been what fulfilled the condition? Oh, is she friends with the detective and he was like making sure I had a lighter? Is that what was going on? How could you? Ah. Ya bitch. Ah! This can't be, but... Yeah, and I guess you were supposed to think of the lighter when you saw the detective. Ha! Ha! That was too close for comfort. Is that coincidence? I only was able to release myself from her curse. She immediately panicked and ran away. Fortunately for me. How's my brightness looking? Is that still... Yeah, it's still at 0. Alright, back to 70, you bastard. If she'd kept her cool and stayed, we'd have been in a stalemate. Oh, I should check my curse stone. I should have gained a lot just now. What the? Ah! Ah, did it kill me? Ah, you bastard. Story chart unlocked. You son of a bitch, you killed me! That wasn't supposed to happen. Friend the Rupture, I'd like to take a chance to tell you about the story chart. There's a screen which will appear when you open the story chart. Here you can not only see the overall structure, you're gonna lose anyway, of the current story, you can also progress along different branching routes, playing past stories over and over again. Call this, you could call this exactly the power that Shogo Oki had sought after. Normally, you would have been able to use the story chart feature freely. However, due to certain circumstances, has been locked until now. Here, you will return to the story chart, and from time to time, it breaks in the story. At those times, you will choose yourself which story you wish to continue next. Okay. By the way, should you use the story chart to play a past event, do you know what you must do and where? Of course you do. After all, you've gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led to her dying the way she did? Come this far several times. I have every confidence you'll be alright. As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the lighter and voice earlier, Sogo Oki has no way of knowing that himself. Oh, on that note, I am curious. Have you determined how many people he killed with his curse? Okay, well... Guy at the beginning, I didn't have the fucking curse until after Yoko died. So the secretary at the beginning, dude in the alleyway, the girl at the school, the guy under the bridge, and the woman at the lake. So 5? I see. That's your understanding of things. It turns out the correct answer is... 5! That's correct. In places you have a solid grasp of events, I think you'll be just fine. Would have been trickier if he threw a 6 in there, in case Yoko was counted. Continue the story at your leisure from the story chart screen. Huh. part 1, part 2, part 3. So something happened here, clearly. Oh, and I met the detective. Hell yeah. Resume? Something's happened to Yoko. I'm gonna assume. What the hell? Feels like the air just changed. Alright, now what if I refuse to turn around? We got Yoko rattled. Are you okay? Ah, what's wrong? Stay with me. This can't be. No. Feel eyes in the back. I can't move. There's something behind me? Why? Ah. Yoko. It's no use. She's in no condition to talk. Keep yelling her name. Huh? What? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look at what's causing this? There's nothing there. Hang in there. Look at me. You're gonna be okay. There's nothing there. Yoko. Aha. Well, well, well. Desperate attempt to wake her as she lies unmoving on the ground. Willis, please get through to her. Let's find out. Well, immediately she's alive, so that's a good sign. Huh? Oh, good, you're awake. What? Are you okay? You were so rattled and confused, I thought you'd really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Wait, what did you just say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Alright, that must have been it. My humors were off balance. What, back there you ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard that at this age your humors being even a little off can be fatal. Yeah, about that. I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow. You liking this game? What, are you blacking out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me. Backing out. And I'm worried about you. You're liking this game? Yeah, well. I'm curious to see where it goes. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, just start feeling back to normal. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay for your cab fare. I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. This takes place after the detective and the woman. Smartest decision so far. Worried about Yoko and her bizarre incident, Shoko decides to call off the investigation into the mysteries for the night. Despite her stubborn objections, he manages to persuade her by offering to continue the search on his own. So she's gone home, oh, it's 5 a.m. Yo, let's go. The animatronics are no longer moving, or whatever. Unless it's 6 a.m., I don't remember. I never played those games. The only one I ever played was FNAF 2, and that's because the PC version on Xbox had a developer bug. Oh! Huh. Well, that's not ideal. Huh. Ain't that some shit? He should have just left. Yeah, he should have. And that was just the intro, baby. I assume. Be a very short game if that wasn't just the intro. Was this all a prologue? I think so. It did at the very beginning say his body was found in a river. Or near a river. And, hey, no matter what happens, I die. It was, after all, spoilers, wasn't it, that we saw I was found in a river. Yeah, I just got the achievement complete the prologue, by the way. Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Sogo Oki's story to a close. Ah, but this is not the end, far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. Fucking 2.5 hours in? Jesus. The routes of 3 protagonists have now been unlocked. Haru Shigima, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, Chief Inspector of the 1st Investigative Division, who is looking into death of an officer on line duty. And Yako Sakazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead, a girl who died in suspicious suicide. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the right of resurrection. Following a story of these 3 storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. Please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Well then. Wow, 2 of those end. We don't, actually. We know how none of those end. Because if canonically this happened, then canonically none of these others happened. And these only unlocked when I got this ending over here, suggesting that, this is the canon path, this is non-canon. Well, logic would dictate I go in order. I'm in the gardens. Interesting. Hey, boss, forensics is all done. Crime scene is clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The park should be able to open it back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. I doubt it'll get many visitors after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised. Lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they'll be lining up to get in. Occult stuff is really popular right now. Did you know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask them who the perp is. I mean, yeah. They tried that in Phoenix Wright. It didn't work out so well. Somehow, I doubt it'd be that simple. Boy, you don't say. But you know, I've heard that high school girls are really into spirit board things these days. Oh, you mean the thing that can communicate with the devil, but also, like, you can buy from Hasbro? Nathan started his own battle royale. You silly son of a gun. Well, good luck, everyone. May the best spirit win. Supposedly, you can call on spirits and talk to them using the board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? Try it out yourself if you're so interested. Not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What now? Stop messing around. You really think we're going to solve the stupid case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper? Sounds like you know all about it. You gotta be open-minded. What if it's how police work is going to be from now on? I think you're an idiot. Don't make me laugh. Files. Yeah, we got the mysteries and all. Listen up, Irio. You and your fucking weird lips. So pouty. You can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult. I don't care if it was ghosts, the occult, or what. Whatever it was that did this, whatever it was that did this, I'll get them. I promise you that. Wow, it's down to bots. Pfft. Thanks, Nathan. Well, you've got the right attitude, but we don't even know if there's a murder yet. Biases weaken our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing and you stop seeing everything else. Aye, aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Huh? No? Now? It's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here. Yeah, you know. Like a sane person. Come on, we've got to go over all the info we've gathered. And what better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime, where we can soak up the atmosphere. Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? Must be really into the occult stuff if you think being in a place like this, if we get off being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way. No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here. Cripes. This is me arguing with Nathan. Don't you fucking turn this around on me. Somehow I doubt Ouija board's a thing that helps cops crack cases. Fine, let's get this over with. Aye, aye, boss. Got a bad feeling about this case, and my gut is rarely wrong. This would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it. There's no one looming behind me, so that's nice. Young cop is clearly off his rocker. Ah, he's a little bit eager. A little wet behind the ears. A little green in the gills, if you will. Former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama, Ichome, originally built as part of Daimo's estate back in the Edo period. Park became property a number of years ago, underwent extensive renovations. So around this time of night, quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. Tell me about the case. So, in the early morning yesterday, a staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park, called the police when they realized he was dead. While there were no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means it's likely it was a murder. The Sumida office sent over to us since it involved death of an officer, and we were tasked with the investigation. It's a big leap from young and eager to let's whip out a Ouija board and solve crimes. Alright, so he's fairly naive. Off his rocker might be a stretch. He's clearly a cop, which means he's got to have at least some sense of mental stability, right, to pass the psych evaluation. All we need is figure out what happened and whether or not foul play was involved. I think that about sums it up. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the First Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You're like a god to me. There's the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but it's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out at first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, a dream come true. This isn't the US, so yeah. Well, there you go. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile. It's exactly what I'm talking about when you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. Victim is Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division of Sumida City Community Safety Bureau. 27 years old, single, and looking, ladies. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Jacked as all hell, with a chin that could cut through glass. Yeah, we were in the academy together, and we went out for drinks together every month or two. Surprised what type of people become cops, US or not US. The system ain't perfect. Could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. And he was kind and cared about his friends. For better or for worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. Treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion, and he had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yeah, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks. He was top of our class. Only problem was he took on so much, he had the most unfinished paperwork, too. I always felt we needed an unusual guy like him to help solve our unusual cases. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me, I was the most normal of my classmates. Besides, real weirdo among us quit the academy long ago. There's one even weirder than you. Tell me about the cause of death. Cause of death. Put those dick-sucking lips away. Jesus Christ, this is not the time or the place. Cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy's done. From what we've seen, though, it would appear to be some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illness and no visible wounds, it's possible poison or drugs could be involved. Dying in the middle of the park like that certainly seems suspicious. Found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. Got people trying to identify those prints. If you can find who they belong to, might be able to figure out the whole thing. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if that were the end of it? His lips is by far the weirdest thing in this game. Oh, that's not fair, Arg. There's plenty weird shit going on, but his lips are definitely weird. And no one's addressing it, so that makes it a little weirder. The omnipresent narrator who's guiding me through a TV and a flowchart's pretty fucking weird. The only thing Hajime had on him were a badge and his wallet, so we can rule out a mugging. Though there probably aren't many people who try mugging a cop as big as him. I also heard that Hajime got in a fair few fights in his younger days. Started judo once he became an officer, rose through the ranks quickly. It's like the perp would have had to have been pretty strong to take on Hajime. Again, unless poison's involved. Tell me about the occult. So, all this cult stuff. Have you heard of it, boss? What are you talking about? The Rite of Resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. Not you two. I've been hearing about that shit everywhere. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But what? But don't you think that the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? Whole thing's started right here in Hanjo, in Sumedia City. So I thought that maybe. You know, Arg, also for all the shit you give about this guy for Ouija boards and whatnot, we're running around with a curse stone that kills people if they walk away from us. So he's not 100% off the mark or anything. Cut it out. Nothing good could come of getting involved with the rite of whatever, or the records of fate. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? Stop that. Seriously, this isn't a joke. I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy. It's not real. Don't go hoping for miracles, got it? Haven't you ever seen Stephen King's The Pet Cemetery? Now people will go mugging a big, intimidating dude like him, cop or not. Ceases built like a heavy-duty linebacker. Yeah, dude was pretty jacked. And I mean, we're in Japan, right? So it's not like they would have had a gun. Knife, maybe, but, you know. Against a cop who probably is carrying heat, knife's not a good idea. Do I have to get checks on all of these? Boss? Yeah? This case really important enough to assign someone from the investigative division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but that's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they got their reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it, the only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. Because it must have been something special to him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to, like a kind of secret. Is that right? Pretty sharp sometimes, you know? If you picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself. So our victim... The reason higher-ups are concerned with this guy... I thought it was because he might be undercover. He may know something he's not supposed to, and somebody tried to hush him up. It's our duty to get to the bottom of the suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. And, you know, if someone tried to hush him up, that could be important. Okay. Hajime was the bad boy in school, apparently. Ended up with the police a lot. Said an officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dead friend. Hey, I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say it like it's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me the most, boss. Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale. Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes. I already see it. Aereo, no! Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed? I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. That'd be a sight to see. I can't wait. Can't wait for your own death? Get it together, kid. That and they said you knew martial arts. Yeah, dude that big who knows that properly fight's dangerous. Unless you have a gun on you, it's a pretty dumb idea. Yeah. And there's no obvious wounds, so it wasn't a gun or a knife that did him in. You really are something. Thank you. What about the victim's family? Yoshimi family is from that region in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. Lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. We just asked a few times for drinks, so I was surprised. This huge, old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted. And he lived there alone. Looks like the home of an old noble family. It's hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. That's the bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things are complicated. That's a bias, too. Never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. One more thing, yeah? Hajime was engaged. Thought you said he didn't have any family. That's kind of a big fucking... That's basically family, almost a wife. Also, you said he was single. What the fuck? Been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school over 10 years to start talking about getting married. So when you say single, what you actually mean is in an extremely committed relationship. What was her name again? Show me a picture once. Beautiful woman. That's so. How terrible for her. But she may know if there had been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her. Yeah, his fiancée may be his only confidant. I'm sure someone at the police department. Token, you're single, right? Yeah. Hey, wife, would you describe my relationship status as single? Asking for a friend. Feel free to answer Nathan on my behalf. I can do it tomorrow. Hey, boss. I looked into the case Hajime was running. Oh, great. The kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died? Well, according to the report from the day before... No, I'm not single. Thank you. Sorry, ladies. According to the report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. Uh-huh. The first was the suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building of Kamazawa last week. Well, that sounds familiar. Ah, yeah, I did hear about that. Grim. Girl's name was Michio Shirashi. She was a second-year student at Komagata High School. Being single and dating a woman for 10 years and playing married are very different things. Seems as though Hajime had contact with her before the incident. So she'd been troubled for some time. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought. Seems he visited her house and spoke with her parents, but there was no problem. There was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead. It's possible he could have prevented her suicide then. He must have been devastated. That's why I was looking into this Shirashia again. Must have thought something terrible had happened and drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of the investigation. I see, and I think it may have something to do with his death. Well, we'll have to find what it is Hajime discovered. Right, let's check the police department about that tomorrow. Just burning the dialogue. Jesus Christ. Can I have a check, please? I got a fucking restaurant and I just want to go home. What was the other case he was working on? It was also related to the high school student. Troublemaker named Tomi Okuda. She mutilated a group of kids that were up to no good. Juvenile delinquency. Fun. She was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault, battery, you name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months. She was finally starting to open up. Then he met the girl the day he died. Met with the girl the day he died. Well, every school's got its problems. But I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd get on without him. Right, just when she finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get through this. We'll have to make sure Sumidia Community Safety Bureau does their job. But can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl has something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her too. Ah, yes, right about that. She may have been the last person to see him alive. I'll ask Sumida to introduce us tomorrow. God, got a lot to do tomorrow. Who knows if actually let's talk with her. That's what we hired you for. Lay a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing. I did not mean for you to immediately get the DSLs out when I said that. I'm sure they prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watching him, still your superior. You ought to act like you respect me, at least. Oh, I thought I was. You are? Shit, is that how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. That's probably just me, actually. Don't think you can get away with that with other people. So anyway, boss. Were you even listening? Got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the 2 high school student cases Hajime was handling. Then we need to speak with his fiancée as well, but I believe that's for tomorrow. Cause of death. Time of death was 11 p.m. 2 days ago. 2 days ago! Outside park's operating hours. That's why it was found early morning yesterday. Then, I guess the body's not just lingering in the park. 11 p.m. the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out here this time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? Entrance to the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that'd be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That'd, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? I think someone called him here. Hard to imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. It seems like someone else was here with him. Could they have called him here? Oh, that does seem likely. Must have been talking about something pretty sensitive come in the middle of the night. Hajime met someone here to discuss something in secret. And they got into a fight? No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There are no wounds in the body. That would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. Perp must have planned something. I think it was meditated. That would mean called Hajime here with the intent to kill him. Well, there is the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clear picture once we know what killed him. Right. I've been wowed by your shrewd negotiating abilities all day. Oh, really? Funny. I've been wowed by you, too. On topic of family, what's yours like, boss? Hell's wrong with you, prying into my personal life all of a sudden? It's just I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single? Shut it. It's none of your business. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. Could easily climb it, or force it open. Yeah. The department really pressures young officers to get married. Why? Wouldn't it be more tragic when they died, then? I wonder why that is. You know, I don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. So then... God, you're restless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Ah, sorry. Can't believe she'd give up on a guy like you. I was never home much, too focused on work. I'd come home late, only to get called right back out. Being cop's dangerous. I don't blame him for getting fed up with it all. How sad, especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first? It was already too late by then. Better be careful, Aereo. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? It's the nature of the job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? You really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. Come on, I promise I didn't mean it the way it sounds, but how old is she? You want to quit? At least try not to look so intrigued. She's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. I heard she's living by herself and going to college. Huh. Good on her. Was she the woman lingering behind me randomly in that one scene? Or could she possibly be the girl with the dog from the very beginning? Yoko. A college student. Men love an educated lady. True. Stop that. What kind of cop are you making baseless assumptions like that? It's true. Look at my wife. Smartest woman I know. Smartest person I know. Well, she did marry me, so she's not that smart. But she's still the smartest woman I know. Living on her own, though. You must be worried about her. Worried? I don't even know where she lives. Oh, she hasn't told you? Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not. I don't think. Come on now. We both know that's not true. Listen. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. I've talked about... No, I have not talked about everything. That reminds me. You got married 20 years ago. It must have been right around the Najima murder. In our history, yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied the case at the academy. I was only in elementary school at the time, but I remember people talking about dangerous criminals getting arrested. All that was just... cracking the case, finding the guy. It was just happenstance. I'd really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one can believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we'd overlooked one little thing, we may have never caught him at all. I think I remember hearing it was only one charge brought against him in the end. That's right. We didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but we may have stuck Fumachika Najimi in a cell, but it was no victory. He always had the upper hand. So he's clearly a serial killer who slipped up one time and only got one charge of murder. I mean, hey, in jail's in jail, right? All the damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years. God damn, this is why I try not to think about it. Logic of forcing cops to marry is kind of lost on me. Logic of forcing anyone to marry is kind of lost on you. Well, I'm not saying I agree with it, but the obvious answer is the political marriages where you force your third daughter to marry Stephen's second son so that your houses could be united in a political alliance. Not good, but there's logic there. And then there's also, marriage isn't necessarily required, but if you want to increase the natural population of your country, encouraging marriage is certainly requiring, even, I suppose. That certainly helps with that. That's about it for the logic, though. I think my two examples end there. I don't support either, but in terms of a logic standpoint, I get it, at least. American military get paid more if you're married and have kids. That's true. That's true. Japanese could be similar. Yeah, possibly. I don't know where I go, but I guess I have a think. I have a bad feeling. My gut's really wrong. No, I had this think already. Well? Do I just examine him. Detective in Tokyo Metropolitan Police. He's a sergeant. Huh. First time leading a case, it's like he's graduated from rookie to newbie. Looks like he looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid. Hopefully the Force could use more people. Honestly, the Force could use more people like him. Nah, man. I can't move. I got nothing. And we've done all our flapping of the gums. Well, oh, the pond, maybe. The pond, they say, used to flow into the Sumida River. Maybe think again. I can try. The river became so polluted they had to cut it off. Got a bad feeling. No, yeah, it got's wrong. Dragged into it. All I can think to do is check on somebody else. Because story chart's now available. Any incomplete chapters must be restarted from the beginning. Oh, for God's sakes. Scene. Oh, the crime scene. I didn't realize that was right there. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. Also, it was like nothing happened at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing it has any consolation. Well, boss, I think that about does it. Let's call it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, that's new. Oh, boss, what's wrong? Just tell me you're going senile. True lie. It is no rumor. Believe me. Do not be fooled. And I can't read it. The truth? Something the truth. Damn it. It was that case all along. Boss, what is it? There's something over there? Ah! Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory flowing into my mind. Those who deceive with falsehoods and untruths, they are hung up forever in eternal darkness. Kill them! Kill them! Those who spread lies, kill them all. You've acquired the power to use a curse stone. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try and mislead you. Interesting. Not a bad power for a cop. Ah, murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. I guess it's a good thing I didn't lie to those cops. Or at least I told as much of the truth as was necessary. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desire the right. Why do I desire it? And not my buddy here. Kill them! Well then. Boss! Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Sorry, I'm fine. Ario, yes? I have some bad news. Oh no, your senility is kicking in. Now! Got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we're working some overtime. We're not going home tonight. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Here we go. How much time have I got left? 5 minutes. Well, that's not going to happen. I'm trying to go in order based on, like, timeline. So, might have made sense to start with Harue Shigemiya. But, you know, these guys were up first. So let's hit up Yako. Let's introduce her, and then I can manually save and call it there. Search the River Extra Hope to revive a friend who jumped to her death. To get information she needs, she meets a classmate, Mio Korasuzo. Suzu. In the classroom at midnight, an attempt to start using... an attempt to use the spirit board. Excuse me. a.m. Komagara High School. Hello. That should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yako? I prefer Wacko when we're talking about the Warner siblings. Thank you. I'm ready. Sure. Get the show on the road. We are the Warner the Warner Brothers and the Warner Sister Dot. Of course. Person of interest. All right, what do we got? student in Class 2C of the high school, unable to comprehend why her childhood friend and classmate committed suicide. She attempts to investigate things herself. However, she's unable to make any progress. Feeling desperate, she invited transfer student Mio Kurasuzo to join in performing a spirit board ritual. Born and raised in Hanzhou, Sumidia City, Yako's family was owned. It's probably Yako, but was owned and operated by beloved candy shop Senoia since its establishment in the early Showa era. Despite her modest appearance, Yako is a cheerful and vivacious young woman with a sense of duty and compassion. So strong, she's easily moved to tears. But she's a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her, friends or family. It's possible, however, this reign fight is more driven by an innate love of chaos. Yako's winning streak against arrogant boys and scraps since she was a child remains unbroken and is a source of considerable stress for her mother. I get the feeling Kaida likes this girl, too. Alright, let's start. This is a spirit board. This is how we'll be communicating. First, put a finger on the 10 yen coin on the board. Like this. Yes! Relax your fingers as much as you can. Now chant. Repeat what I say. Oh, Spectre of Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn. Spirit of the Spectre Board. Scepter of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board. And Spectre of the Spirit Horde. Ah ha ha ha. Please come this way. Please come on over. Please come to me. Please visit us. It's visit us, right? Hey, Spirit Board. Please visit us. Good. Please tell us if you are there. Oh my god. It moved. Looks like we succeeded in summoning. We can ask questions now. Right, questions. The questions you know the answer to and see the response. Then, when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you can ask what you want to know. You're fond of the girls as well? Yeah. Is there anyone in this game you're not terribly fond of, Kaida? I'll start with something simple. What is my name? I don't think it should know the answer to this. Oh, Spirit, what is my name? A few. I'll meet them. What's the matter? How strange. No. What do you mean, no? Yeah, I bet it doesn't know. Ah, okay. Spirit really in the real deal? Yes. Okay, that was kind of funny. Is this Spirit for real? Yes. Well, yeah. Feels like it's giving me attitude. All right, what is this place? Where are we? H I G H S C H O O L. I never learned how to spell, so yeah, whatever that says. High school. Oh, of course. That's right. The answers don't seem to be very precise. What's my name? Us again. What's my name? No! Didn't even hesitate. What's this girl's name? Fine. What's the name of the girl across from me? Oh, knows her. Mio. Mio, that's right. That's not fair. It knows your name. It's even used that weird character you used to spell your name. How flattering. What? Weird character. M-I-O. What's the weird character? Mio transferred 2 months ago. She's an extremely mild-mannered young woman and exudes somewhat off-putting dark aura, which makes it difficult for her to find friends. Mio has, however, found a friend or classmate, Yako. It's a line that doesn't translate well into English. What, does she have an accent in her name? That's all they needed to do, give her an accent. Opening up little by little. Truth of the matter is that Mio is the apprentice of a famous psychic, possessing exceptional spirit sense. She takes on troublesome tasks, surreptitiously handling spiritual disturbances, breaking out in school across Tokyo before they become a problem. Transfer to schools frequently as a result, and thus has trouble making human friends. Mio's already solved the incident coming out of high school involving a female student possessed by a spirit. Which takes effort to hide her spirit sense. Many develop an impression that Mio has deep knowledge of the occult and paranormal upon first meeting her, leading her to be anxious the secrets have been exposed. Common comment she receives is that she seems to get along well with crows and black cats. I know a black cat she wouldn't get along well with because that cat's a bitch. Even the teachers get it wrong all the time. I guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. I don't know how I should feel about that. Is it real? I mean, are you truly the specter of the spirit board? No. Said no. Is it lying? Not quite. Spectre of Spirit Board is a temporary name we call them when using the board. We're actually calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place or one of the people participating. In other words, the spirit just happened to be nearby and felt like answering. They don't really think of themselves as Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh. Feels like some mystique has disappeared. Do I mind I call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board? Yes. I do mind. Well, then what do I call you? Oh, okay. In this case, yes meant sure, fine. I was going to remember to say please and thank you. Alright, it's time to ask serious questions. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. You're like, what's the name of the boy Mio has a crush on? Oh my god. Hey, you're gonna ask that kind of question. Doesn't everyone ask this kind of stuff with Spirit Boards? Besides, I'm curious. No, let's not do this. No. Oh, you're no fun. Said no, guess it means you don't have a crush on anyone. Phew. Yeah, that's it. No is correct. Let's move on. Or maybe... Spec Superior, did you mean the boy isn't in our class? Yes. Aha! Stop that! Don't make me exercise you. That's the case, then. Is it a teacher? Oh. Okay. Aw, no good. Phew. Yakko, cut it out already. Made the effort to sneak in at night. We shouldn't waste time with these questions. Yeah, alright. Ha! I'll be serious now. Ahem. Is it a girl? Ooh, la la. Yes, please. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio... I'm just going to call her Ona Michio. Did Ona Michio, who died of suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide? It'd have been very funny if it just went yes and it ended. So it really wasn't. I'm not surprised. Never believed it from the start. Now's the important part. Person of interest. Ah, here she is. Ona Michio. Second year student, found deceased 1 week ago, back alley, broken in several contorted. Police determined committed suicide by jumping a nearby apartment building. There was no note. Police based conclusion of the interview of her peers. Honor student with a good head on her shoulders, constantly excelled at grades, making her a favorite among teachers. Yeah, clearly. Very suicidal there. Although she appeared... I suppose I shouldn't judge. I don't know what people go through. She appeared somewhat reserved. She had a positive outlook on life and a courageous spirit. Are they going to say the pressure got to her? Long-lasting friendship during childhood, unbending, uncompromising attitude, deeply influenced by pushing his emotions, bottled up and risk overflowing. Father's death 3 years ago, moving to a new home, avoiding Yakko to remain in the same area of town, to the same school. They grew further apart. They herself worried about a childhood friend, but incapable of wondering complexities of Michio's home life. The days passed. Michio carried an old talisman and meant to her father with her at all times. There you go. Oh, no. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Ona Michio die in an accident? Oh. Well. So it was an accident, not suicide. Michio. Did she slip and fall from the apartment building? How do you know this? Were you at the apartment building? She didn't. What do you mean? Michio didn't die from falling to the apartment building? Oh, she did die from the apartment building. No way. Or no, yes, she didn't die? If that were true. Why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley in her apartment building? It was an accident, but not a fall. What happened to Michio on that day? Seems like doesn't know the details. Then how about... The music decided to cut out. Ahem. We want to use the Rite of Resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the Rite of Resurrection is? I wonder. Huh? Gross. What is this? Stop, I'm scared. Calm down, you can't let go before it's over. Ah, well now I'm cursed, aren't I? Ah! Such deep sorrow, resentful memory in my mind. Fool's procession, those who hear it shall fall into the depths of hell. Kill them. Those who hear this sound, kill them all. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. In fact, will be negated if you are seen in that time. Use the curse button to produce the sound. Interesting. So that one's almost a puzzle itself. Oh, I am way over time. I'll be saving the game once it calms down here in a second. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, Cursebearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them all. Rude. Oh, wow, that was it. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Save game. That is going to be it for me. Interesting game. I like it. It reminds me a lot of the Nonary files, except good. Yeah, I said it. Chunsoft, get your shit together. Anyway, love you all. See you tomorrow for more of this, as we delve further into the mystery of these curses and just what the hell's going on this night of nights.